This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon and welcome to the August 3rd special meeting of the Belchertown Select Board. Today we're going to be discussing goals for the town manager. I think before we start, Whitney, you handed out this. You want to talk about what this is?
Oh, Nicole, yes.
Oh, Whitney.
Dr. Whitney.
I'm still on vacation.
What I did is, after listening in on the last select board meeting, which I was not able to attend, I split everything up into the 6 goals that had been identified. And all I did, other than this language kind of like up here at the top, where we just kind of, myself listed out what the goal would be in writing, but what I did below in the actions, these are just strictly cut pastes right from the original goals and objectives. So nothing was added or removed from the original goals and objectives list.
These are the original goals and objectives for Steve.
For Steve. So what my hope was that if everybody is okay with this format, that we can kind of just dive in and go line by line, and I would suggest that we first go through each line and determine what ones we want to remove or change, and then what ones you all want to add as new action items.
So just for clarification, these came off of last year's sheet?
Correct, yep. The only ones that got removed, you'll find on the last page, which are the ones that you had marked as completed. So Steve, if there are ones that are still on here as active that you have completed since this was drafted, let me know and we'll move them off of here and onto completed.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So this is not, this is fine. This is not how my brain works. So let me ask you a question. When, it doesn't mean we don't use this, of course we do. But in following the Palmer goal development, can we just say, okay, well, here's the goal, here are the actions, and then afterwards we can plug and play?
So if you look, say, for instance, you've got goal number 1 listed at the top with a title, just like it is on here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have each action listed out just like it is on here. If you were to print these, it would look just like a Word document. Other than the fact that we have more boxes.
Okay, well, I'm open. Is everybody open?
I guess what my hope was what I was trying to accomplish here was taking care of the format so that we could focus on the meat.
Okay. But like, for instance, the goal that you have right there may not be the goal name that.
Right.
Okay. So we can
going
change
back,
that.
absolutely you can, but from what I heard in the last meeting, goal 1 was economic development, goal 2 was public safety, goal 3 was, I forget, human resources and personnel. So I just followed that from what I heard in the last meeting. So if someone else here has changed the goals, I think that probably has to get discussed first.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I can move if you want to make goal 2, goal 1. We can certainly do that.
No, and in fact, I was going to open it up. Let's not start with economic development yet. Is that okay?
May I comment on this too, Nicole's format? What I like about it too is I think it's not entirely dissimilar from how things used to be, but it takes the formatting of Palmer. It's kind of a nice hybrid. Yeah. So I think it feels a little bit more digestible. It won't look completely different than what we've done in the past, but I think it's more organized, which I appreciate.
Right. I feel like it's not as wordy as Palmer. It's easier on the eyes. And it gives Steve the ability to say, here's the date of today, and here's where I am with progress. And if he wants to put an expected complete date, we can certainly remove that. It was just a suggestion that I had. He could do that as well.
Actually, that's a good idea, because that's something that you might want to come back with and say, well, it's not going to be done this year, maybe next year, or maybe it's open-ended.
What could be nice
What do
on
you
that
think?
too
Do you
is-
like that, Steve?
Well, I thought that's why we were here today, to figure some of this stuff out. Answer
Do you
these
think?
questions.
All right.
Yeah, and then if there's an expected complete date, then that's something too, where we can say, well, we know that's not until the spring, so we don't
Yeah.
have to be bothering him every meeting saying, well, what's the status on this? We know it's not till March.
Yeah, well, so actually I was wondering, is there a way to keep this in a live drive so that as you update it, we're aware or no?
Well, the town does have OneDrive as like part of the Microsoft. That's where Kevin's using all of his stuff from, right? So my understanding, I don't use OneDrive, but my understanding it's like, like Microsoft Team, like
Yeah,
it's like a
Microsoft
shared,
Google
it's like a
Drive.
shared drive.
Do you update things as you complete them, Steve, or do you just kind of just revisit the current document every now and then?
Well, we had agreed on a quarterly update, so that's
Okay.
when I revisit it, but I can revisit it more often and keep it in a live document. I can talk to.
I'm okay with quarterly unless,
Yeah, I'm okay with quarterly.
John,
Not by quarterly.
Whitney?
I think quarterly is helpful because then he doesn't have to worry about if we're constantly peaking.
Yeah,
You can always ask questions if you need to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
okay. All right, well, I think we've set the stage.
So I guess I'll make a motion that we accept this outline as our goals and objectives.
I don't think we're there yet.
We can accept the format,
Format.
but not
Oh,
the.
okay.
We're not ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not.
John's like,
That's
I'm ready to
it.
go home.
That's
That's it.
That's the end of the meeting.
Get a cookie
So
yet.
with the format, at least we could accept some kind of format so we can start putting this stuff on
Yes.
paper.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna recommend that we don't, because as we're going through this, maybe Jen has a recommendation, can we change this part of it? So I'd rather we didn't make a motion on format
Okay.
until everybody's totally comfortable with the format that they see.
I call my motion.
All right then.
I think that because we only have 4 hours, I guess what my only recommendation would be, just in keeping organized and to help me, is that literally we just go, and we don't have to start with goal number 1, but that whatever goal we decide to start with, that we first go through and remove the ones that we all agree don't need to be on there anymore.
Okay.
And make changes to the ones that are already there. And then if anybody has additions, that we do that third while we're in the goal.
I say we start with goal 1 and work our way right through and not skip around.
Okay. All right, who wants to start?
That's normal, right?
What?
Something outside.
Is that the boiler?
I don't know what that is.
What is it?
It's not in the building.
It's not in the building.
It sounded like
What's
an alien
happening?
army. coming
It's a
through.
very loud booming sound coming from outside the property.
Okay.
So I know that economic development is big,
It
and I'm
is.
happy to do that. Want to do that last or not first?
Jen asked that we don't do that
Okay.
first.
I just want to see how this goes.
Okay.
Okay, so
You want to go to goal 2?
sure. Is that,
Being
unless any,
public safety?
yeah. All right,
Okay.
and anybody want to take that on?
So the objective in goal 2 is to ensure a safe and resilient community built on trust by maintaining strong public safety services through proactive planning, perpetual training, and consistent community engagement.
So maintaining needs an N.
I see an N, maintaining.
Maybe,
No, it's
Oh.
between the I and the T. It's not a big deal.
Oh,
No big
okay.
deal.
Yep, I'll spell, before we finalize this, I'll spell check everything.
okay.
I also just wanted to add, thank you for naming that objective, but we don't have a goal name for this goal.
Okay.
Do we work backward and do that after we work through all the action items?
No, most of them do.
So do you have a name for this, or is it improve?
Is it just improve
Or-
public safety?
How about promote public safety and emergency preparedness?
Well, that could be a start.
It might be promote and optimize, because you also have, I mean, we'll have to go through the objectives. Maybe we need to go through the objectives and then we name it.
Yeah, I mean, promote to me, that's marketing, promote. Is that what you're striving for?
I wasn't
Optimize.
really striving for anything really.
Optimize public or? All right, I'm not gonna wordsmith.
Well,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I didn't, oh, sorry, I was thinking in my head, I was like, I didn't name my master's thesis until after I wrote the thing.
Oh,
So
well, what did you
maybe-
set for, what did you set for a goal under public safety? Can you read it?
I don't think I have a goal under public safety. But I was thinking, since this is all really based off of the old goals, maybe we just go through it, like how you proposed.
Okay, so
eliminate
let's
we don't
call
need
it
here.
TBD for now.
TBD goal, I love it.
Let me make it red so we don't forget.
Good name.
But we know it's public safety oriented.
Yeah.
We just don't have a fancy name for her
Right.
yet.
So this particular one was split into 3 objectives. And I'll be honest, a lot of this, I used AI just to get some assistance. So
Absolutely.
anything you see, feel free. Objective 1, strengthen emergency preparedness and response plans across departments. Objective 2 is to maintain compliance and exceed standards in safety training and operations. Objective 3, expand staffing and enhance facilities for public safety departments. Objective 4, I'm fixing that, is protect the well-being and quality of life of residents by maintaining standards for health, safety, and sanitation. So, action item number 1 under the first objective, so in looking at this, is there anything that anybody sees that you would recommend we remove?
Yeah, finalize hazard mitigation plan, because she said that's gonna happen.
It's not completed yet.
Excuse me?
It hasn't been completed yet.
It hasn't been achieved yet?
Yeah.
Well, how close are we on that?
I don't know how close we are, but it's still an ongoing project.
I know, but is finalizing, that doesn't, all right, I'm gonna withdraw. Go ahead.
Maybe we make a ground rule that if there is a goal that was not completed last fiscal year, we just go ahead and include it this year. Because that question's gonna come up several times throughout the evening.
I make a differential between what the goals are and what has become, like, that's
Just part of the job.
part of the job.
Got it.
But that's open for discussion.
I guess what makes this one different for me, the hazard mitigation, is there's an actual committee that has formed and they're still actively working on it. Whereas if you go down to action item number 6, maintain post certification,
I agree.
that's something that's part of the chief's daily job. Like, that shouldn't be there. I'm proposing we remove number 6, but number 1 feels more
No, that's a good
open
point.
and active to me.
Okay.
That's a good point. And if it's grant supported, I imagine that there's a timeline that grant will expire.
Question, these are Steve's goals or?
No, yes, these are the goals from, like, all of these that you see here are on the original.
I understand, but I feel like some of them that was on the original were not actually Steve's goals, but they were like
Well, there
chief's
was-
goals.
Yeah, so
So I'm
on
trying to
the goals-
differentiate, because we're here to talk about Steve's goals. And so if the objective is to strengthen emergency preparedness, it's just to make sure that these are happening in the department.
So on the original goals and objectives,
Yeah,
where these all are, there is a column for responsible department.
yeah.
That's not changed on here, other than the fact that that column is no longer there, because do we as a board, or does Steve really care who the responsible department is? He's technically overseeing all of these departments anyway, so why does it matter who the responsible department is?
Well, I'm kind of in Jen's camp because this is part of the management, which is day to day.
Mhm.
And the goals would be what we hope for in Steve
Mhm.
to accomplish beyond the day to day. It's like
Right,
a
the
higher,
actions are the day-to-day.
yeah,
And so the actions that are on here are the same actions that are on here.
yeah, but let me tell you, let me give you another one. Maybe, you can convince me on this one, but some of the stuff that you have, like conduct all high-risk food establishment inspections 3 times a year, isn't,
Right,
That
that's
just-
why we're here. We're here as a
I-
board to say, do we need to have this anymore? Because it's
Right.
can
literally
I
copy
finish
and
my
pasted
point?
right
This
from
is very
here.
quick.
Yep.
So that to me, the one I picked, I'm just picking this one.
Mhm.
It seems like that's what he does, that.
Agreed.
So how is that different from the first one?
I think because the first one was a new committee that was formed to achieve a goal that hasn't been met yet. The one on the high-risk food establishments, I actually have a recommendation that we get rid of that.
Okay.
Because it is part of the day-to-day of our Board of Health, right, Steve, or the Quabbin Health District?
Well, they're not part of the town necessarily.
Okay, right. The only reason it's on this piece of paper was because I committed to just copying and pasting from here to here for transparency reasons for all of us, so that nobody felt like Nicole was going rogue and put in all of her own stuff.
Right.
It's so that we can now address it and say, okay, get this off, put this on, or change this.
I don't know, Steve, what do you think?
I'm just looking at, Palmer's thing, and there seems to be a mix of things that the town manager would be working on directly, and then there's a lot of collaborate with, work with. So I think it's really up to the board how you want to address that.
Well, I have a question for the board. Are there additional actions or objectives that anyone on this board has that would add to what Nicole's written here?
I have additionals, yeah.
Okay,
But I guess what I was hoping, just so that we could stay on track, is can we determine the ones we want to take off?
there's a part of me that says, well, I don't know how many we're going to add. And so if we add a lot, then that's when I start to go, well, either we need to right size it, or I don't know, how many, go ahead.
May I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Why don't we just focus on the objectives?
Mhm.
Because those will drive, and then the action items can go under that. I
Well,
mean,
that's
that's
what
the
we're
way,
doing.
that's the way it is, but we're going into the detail, which is the steps. So like, would I agree that a goal, an objective for public safety would be to strengthen emergency preparedness and response plans across departments? That seems like a great objective. Yes, I agree with that. Right? Like,
Yeah, I agree with you.
how that happens, I'm not sure yet,
Right.
but we could go through the objectives, and it sounds like Nicole has some more objectives.
I don't have more objectives, no. I have I have additional actions that I wanted to have added.
Okay,
Um,
so could we agree on the objectives first about like
That's
those
probably a good point.
pieces and then go back to the action items?
I think that's a good idea, especially if we look at, in following with what you're saying, just look at objective 1, agree if this is the right objective, look at what's currently in play and add any additional ones, and then overall, look at what do we still need? Has it, you know, has it already been done or about to be completed?
I'm just confused, I guess, that we're rewriting everything that he's working on right now. We're just throwing it away and restarting. That's
No,
how I feel right now.
Yeah.
That's how I interpret this. So whatever he's been accomplishing now, we're just gonna throw it away and start a whole new objective, new goal, and rewrite the goal.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hearing too. And I guess I just don't want us to rewrite the wheel or recreate the wheel if we don't have to.
Right.
Understanding that I know that we have all sat with this and come up with our own things, and those should be added on to here. And that's why I'm saying, why don't we cut out the things that, I don't need Steve to make sure that we're visiting the high-risk establishments. That's part of a normal job. I want to remove it.
right. And so, John, what she just said, which was what I said, is what I mean by removing stuff that already happens.
That's what I said, if we keep going line by line, we could just cross it off or
Right.
keep it, then we can add to it at the end.
Yeah, you understand the reason why it's there in the first place,
Yeah.
just for transparency, so that you can see that I just moved everything over for us to
Yeah, I think-
attack.
I think we all get that.
Okay.
All right. So I'm fine with what everybody wants to do.
Dare I make one comment that goes back to an earlier point about the previous responsible department column being gone? And then the question was, but are these Steve's goals or are these their goals? And I was just gonna make the note of responsible versus accountable. So
Yes.
those departments are the responsible departments, but ultimately Steve's accountable.
Mhm.
So if we think that that's helpful for him to still have that column of this is the responsible department, I wouldn't be opposed to adding it back.
Yeah,
But we
and
can
that's, I
consider
mean,
that.
that's generally how it's done.
So just
Yeah.
a note
Do
of
you,
that.
would you like, so you'd like me to add the column for, what did you call it?
It's responsible, in other
department.
words, that the
Accountable
department, you know, if the department is responsible, then they'd be under the R, and for Steve, if he's the one that manages it.
Yeah, okay, so accountable
So,
department.
well, Steve's accountable, they're responsible.
Okay, so responsible department.
Right.
I guess,
Which I think
and
he
I
already
look at that,
knows.
I mean, I feel like that'd be, Steve could modify the sheet to his liking too, but
That's true.
I don't care who's responsible, because it all falls under Steve. I would just put Steve, and I'm gonna grade Steve off of
Okay.
X, Y, Z.
Actually,
I
that's
just look at
true
that.
too.
So,
I think that's,
Then don't put it back.
I'm just
That's
saying,
what I
If
was
if Steve
thinking
wants
and
to
why I
add
got
to it
rid of it.
himself, he can have the sheet and modify
Yeah.
it, he can
Yeah.
divvy it up himself later if he wants to. but I
And
don't-
that was why I
Yeah.
removed it in the first place,
Okay.
because I felt like it all rolls up to him anyway.
It does.
Does it really matter? I don't know.
Yeah, he could put in, say, that, I'm just using this for example, the police chief's not getting his post certified, so he should come to us, like I could care less if it's the police chief's responsibility. It's really Steve's job to manage him, to figure that out.
good point.
I'm just trying to,
Yeah,
How
I
do
think,
you feel?
but you can add your own
Yeah.
column and break it down to departments later if you want.
I mean, I know who's responsible for what, who should be responsible for what. I think two questions, or one question and one comment. First of all, did the board agree on the 6 goals, or is there gonna be 5 or 10?
5.
Okay, so I would.
The board didn't agree on that.
No, I'm putting out that I think it should be
So-
5.
If we're gonna maybe look at goals and then look at the objectives and then start adding the action items. But secondly, it's a little bit nuanced to say these are Steve's goals, because this is a team. A group of department heads, 16 of them that manage this town. It's my job to figure out who is going to be responsible for the select board's goals for the town. It's not necessarily, my work. It's work that I need to make sure is accomplished. And if it can't be accomplished, I need to report back and explain why. It's really not, so I think maybe take a little bit less of an emphasis on, this is Steve's work. It should be, what do you want to see for the betterment of the town?
Well, I think
We
there's,
can work through it that
yeah.
way.
I think it's a combination. But let's see how it all plays out.
Do we want to backtrack and determine what our goals are
Yeah,
instead, as Steve suggested?
yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right, so goal number 1 is advance economic development, and strategic land use planning.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I mean, is that, yeah, I mean,
Well, I had promote sustainable economic development that strengthens the local tax base, supports existing businesses, attracts new investment, and enhances quality of life for town residents.
So there is a sub goal under this, which kind of gives it a little bit more information that almost sounds like yours. It says promote sustainable economic development through strategic planning that balances commercial growth with environmental conservation to ensure long-term prosperity and land stewardship. Do you want to change that?
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like a goal should be just a few words, and then your objectives should
We can
define.
delete
I
this
have,
too.
there's objectives that follow that.
Yeah, no, I know, but if there's a goal title and then another goal, it's a little confusing, isn't it? Should we
Yeah,
just have just one goal?
I mean, honestly,
the goal is economic development. I mean, like, that is
That's
the
the goal.
goal.
Right.
Economic development. I like the addition of strategic land use planning. I feel like because that's an important piece of the historic balance between what the town wants and what the town needs. And we have a lot of conservation land in our borders. We can't exactly build on a lot of that stuff. And then there's like the component, sorry, I'm just gonna talk about that.
yeah,
Then there's the component piece of outdoor recreation and utilizing assets, right? So those are getting into objectives, but ultimately the goal is to increase economic development.
Yeah, sorry, so loudly, but yeah. And I feel like the goal number one, the more detailed, that then also Lisa had something similar. I feel like that those are objectives.
Yeah.
Those are your objectives.
what, promote sustainable economic development, that's an objective?
I think that the words that are written here and then the words that you just said, I think that each of those then should be the objectives under the larger goal of advanced economic development and strategic land use.
So would you like me to remove that sub goal from all of these? Well, starting out with goal number one, remove it. And then move on to our objectives.
I don't know if anyone else feels that way, because I see that is the format too that's here for all six, is that there's like
Yeah,
a header and then there's like a statement.
subheader.
It's like a statement, yeah.
Um,
Maybe
Just
it's
getting
fine.
into a word sandwich. Right?
the Palmer model is like the goal, here's a goal, here are the objectives, here are the action
Okay.
steps.
So then let's remove the sub goal if everybody's in agreement.
And if you like that, that's
Totally,
fine with me.
totally fine.
Okay.
I mean, it captures the essence of what we're trying to do, which is
With the sub goal.
no, just
Advance
also
economic
economic
development, strategic land use
Yeah.
planning,
I think
okay.
anyone at the grocery store, if you say, well, this is goal number one, they'd say, oh, I know what that means. That makes
Right.
sense to me.
You guys are right,
So
Yeah.
let's get rid of the sub goal.
yeah.
Good, John?
I think we're just getting word sandwiches.
What
We're
about,
just picking words.
what about topics and sponsors? Are we not liking that either?
You don't need to.
What's topics? Oh,
No, we don't need that.
Okay.
These are all our goals.
oh, I
So
see
I'll
what you're
get rid
saying.
of that and all
Not
of these.
necessary.
Okay, so now are we going to goal number 2 or are we now gonna dig into the objectives? Goal number 2?
Let's just get all the
Okay.
goals
Okay.
All
on
right,
paper.
so goal number 2,
Sorry.
we haven't. Do you wanna say something?
No, I'm stretching my hand.
Okay,
Totally fine.
so
Keep
goal
going.
number 2 is the public safety goal.
Right.
Okay, we don't have a goal set for that. I must have forgotten to do one for it. I did a sub goal, but not a main
But
goal.
what I like
Sure.
about your subtopic, your sub statement here,
Yeah,
like ensure a safe and resilient community. that is like the essence, I think, like.
Well, I don't know, promote public safety and emergency preparedness. If we're gonna go short and sweet and everybody knows what it is.
But ensure strong public safety services.
But I think, so for me
Yeah.
personally, and I know that this is just a rejiggering of the other pieces that you had, but for me, public safety, I always think fire and police, but what was interesting is you put all this health stuff for me. And I
Yeah.
was like, that's really important stuff.
Yep.
And I didn't,
I guess I
in
link it back to public health.
no, it
or public
absolutely,
safety.
it absolutely is, but in my head, when I heard public safety, that's what I thought of, but you're absolutely right, it totally encompasses public health also, which is where like a safe and resilient community is like the goal, right? Like, we wanna be safe, we wanna make sure everyone has what they need within our borders, right? Like, so for me, public safety doesn't, I think most people, when they hear that term, are thinking fire and police. They're
Just
not
put it-
really.
So add like promote public safety and health, add the word health,
What about
Public
just
health.
ensure a safe and resilient community?
that's fine.
You know what I don't like, the building trust part, because to me, that's more about goal number 3, which is more about communications and public
Relations.
stuff. Yeah, relations. So I almost don't even want, so I almost like just ensure a safe and resilient community. Just flat out,
I
that's
don't know
it.
what that means.
Yeah, I think people are gonna be confused.
And-
I think
and
the goals
truthfully,
need to
I'm
be
sorry,
short
but-
and direct.
Yeah, and the first one,
I like public safety.
the first
Public
one,
health and safety. Public
yeah,
health and
Yeah.
safety.
the
Public
first
safety.
one, we cut down to 5 words, and the second one is like, well, let's do the long one.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, then I want the
I'm
long
just
one of the
thinking
first
about all
one.
these words and like what they mean.
If you,
So,
if you think if it's a goal, we should have an action word to start it, so it, and an
Mhm.
action.
Yes,
Public-
I do, because we
public
did it on the
safety and
first
health.
one.
Maintain public safety and health.
What they should be is, you expand on the goal through your objectives, and then you drill down on how you want to
Yeah,
achieve those objectives.
and I'm not sure it's promote. Maybe it's ensure
Who
or,
brought the thesaurus?
I say put maintain.
I like
We
ensure.
protect,
Protect.
here, protect, objective number 4, protect the well-being and quality. of life.
no, I'm talking about the goal name.
No, I know.
Ensure public safety
Enhance, cultivate.
and emergency preparedness, or whatever you want to
Develop,
call it.
manage,
I like ensure from Lisa.
We can arm wrestle.
Let's save that for later.
But what are we ensuring?
public
Ensuring
health
what?
and safety.
Ensure public health and safety?
Sure.
I like that. John?
Perfect.
All right, I'm gonna
I
get
don't
rid of
think
the
it's gonna work,
sub-goal.
so Whatever makes it simple, we're good.
Okay, moving on
I think
to,
the goal too, by the time we're done with this meeting, hopefully we all actually can recite them, all 6 goals, right?
That's, yeah.
We'll test each other.
all right, goal number 3. I like the way goal number 3 is already. Improve public communication and leverage technology.
Yes.
I'm sold.
Is leverage the right word for
Yeah.
technology?
Yeah, I like that better.
Oh, I don't think I like leverage.
Oh, I like
Do
leverage.
you? Because our technology needs to be improved.
Well,
I know, she
I
said
think
it.
the idea is to leverage like,
Yeah,
um,
I mean,
Like bringing new stuff like
Improve
that.
we
Yeah,
have
like
more
communication.
robust communications. I don't know, John, what do you think?
Yeah, bringing more AI, I think leverage.
Yeah.
I think using that.
I see what you're saying. So
Yeah.
utilizing systems we don't necessarily use. So
That's
it's
right.
improving
And
by
the
leveraging
communications
resources we don't necessarily
Committee
have.
is looking at
Mhm.
at
Hang on.
AI right now.
Right, no, I see.
Okay.
social
We'll leave it as
media,
is.
all of the things.
So it's
You know,
like,
the OneDrive that we mentioned earlier, I mean,
Right.
that's an example of something that we can leverage for efficiency.
so is it then improve public communication by leveraging technology instead of and leveraging
Well, I
technology?
want community engagement in there somewhere.
Okay. How about improve public communication,
Wow, leveraging.
comma, community
Yeah.
engagement? Public engagement, what'd you call it?
Community engagement.
Uh, Okay, sorry, just one slight thing, because this is a topic that has come up since we started talking about communication. There's like a difference between internal communications,
Yes.
communication with our residents, and then external communications.
That's
Those are
right.
like three different things,
What's an external communication?
like marketing the town.
Okay,
Or, newsletters for the town, anything that's outward facing. Internal is anything inside.
right,
government,
internal is like the employees.
Right,
And then there's the residents,
Yep,
and then it's like the
external is the marketing.
outside public, people
So are
who don't
you
live in
feeling
town.
like would you envision all three of those to be under goal number 3 or elsewhere?
So marketing could go under economic development.
but it also goes, it could go all through. It could go economic development, it could go Board of Health, it could go through the police, public safety. So I think it's across departments.
Improve public communication. Well, so the Palmer one is increase public outreach and improve public relations. Public relations would be marketing outside.
Well, I think communications and technology also go together.
Mhm.
John, what do you think?
It's a word sandwich right now.
What's your favorite word?
We're just picking words. I feel like
Well, put a stake in the ground. What would you like?
simple.
Yeah.
And what does that look like?
Improve communication, get rid of public and just improve communication and establish.
There you
everything
go.
We have.
Improve communication.
But we need to address technology too.
And technology.
Improve
improve
communication
communication
and
and-
leverage technology.
Just say
Or
I
just
think you said
improve
just get rid of
communication
the
and
adjectives.
technology.
Just improve
So are
communication
we
and
taking out-
technology.
Yeah, what did you say? I'm sorry.
Well, I think that's what John said, improve communication and technology.
It
Done.
Solves.
And
Get rid of
so,
the word leverage.
Yes.
and public, because now we're talking
It
communication,
could be broad and.
internal, external.
Well, those would be your objectives.
Yes, that would be the
Yeah.
objective.
Okay,
Okay, so are we at improve communication and technology?
Mm-hmm,
That's it?
mm-hmm.
you really don't like leverage?
I like leverage.
I like leverage too.
You can use it later
You
on.
can
in the
use it,
goal.
yes.
In
You
an
can put it in
action.
objective.
That's true.
I'll write that word down. I'm writing it
Make
down.
sure
Use it
you
later.
put leverage in here, maybe twice.
I wrote it down so we can fit into the goal. So.
All right, goal number 4. Oops, let me make this right size. Okay, goal number 4, strengthen human resources, systems, and staff support.
Whitney?
So what I keep doing when I think about how to name these, I keep quickly looking through the objectives to make sure that they match.
Yeah.
And I know.
Well,
we're
remember,
into the weeds.
We're not, this is just what it's not just, it's what's currently a part of this, so we're gonna be fleshing out the objectives and action items after. It's just, did we get the big bucket?
I'm not totally sure. I mean, I'm not an HR expert either, but I guess what is the goal for the human resources and staff
Well,
support?
so that's a great question.
And
Do we need that as a goal?
I think there's some really important action items on here, though, that even if you get rid of the goal, we've got to be able to move them somewhere else.
The succession planning is really important.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
think some of this is about taking care of the employees, which
Yeah.
is huge. We should think about taking care of the employees.
I'm not saying let's get rid of the goal, I'm just saying, do we need it? If so, what should it be?
right.
I mean, there's 14 action items on here, and I'm personally only proposing to get rid of.
Well, we're not even looking at that
I
yet.
know, but I'm trying to make an argument for keeping the goal because there's so many action items.
Mm.
Our HR department is a baby still. It's it's still in its infancy, and it hasn't yet grown. So I don't see it as not being a goal.
Well, so I'm encouraging the board to say, if it is a goal, what is the goal?
I like what it says here, strengthen human resource systems and staff support.
Sold.
I guess what I'm getting hung up on is the word systems, and without getting into the weeds, are we planning on actually making a recommendation that we're going to update a system?
Oh, take that word out.
Yeah,
Take the
take
word
word
out.
out.
Okay.
And actually, I'm wondering if we want to change staff support to staff development.
Ah, that's
Just put-
Just put
better.
staff, just get rid of.
Finally, the group likes something.
All right.
We'll write it on the chalkboard, Lisa, one.
Hey, plus, plus.
Did you have something to say?
No.
Okay, so strengthen human resources and staff development. Bam?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Goal number 5 is the finance goal. Strengthen financial management and long-term fiscal sustainability.
It's a pretty important goal.
Name of goal? You like it?
Oh, yeah, I like it, yeah.
Yeah, there's not much you can say about that. It's a huge item.
Just because I can't help myself, is it okay for us to use the same action word multiple times for our 6 goals? So you just use strengthen, we use strengthen
Yeah,
again.
I agree.
Well, what thesaurus word do you want to put in
Well,
there?
You haven't used
okay.
enhance yet, have you?
Oh, we haven't?
Or improve. Improve, enhance. I like enhance, actually. That's good, Steve.
I like Palmer's, it just says financial management.
Okay, while we're bringing up fun words, fortify. Let's
Fort-
I'm just gonna keep thinking of fun words. Let's do that tonight. Think all-
Oh, enhance is in number 6, so yeah, we can't use it in
Well,
number 5.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
shoot.
Fortify.
I
Fortify,
don't know.
perfect, great word.
We do not have to be married to that.
Fortify, what do
Jill
we
will be like,
mean?
what
That
does she
sounds like a
mean?
vitamin.
Yeah, in the cereal
Yeah.
box. Fortify.
Yes.
What are we
Right,
really
but-
trying to
Um,
say?
Well, what do we want to
Right,
do
what are we really
about
trying to say?
how we manage our finances? We want to,
Oh, the objective.
Right, because we're not actually trying to strengthen financial management.
Well, I mean, this is where the DLS comes in. I mean, the government study.
Uh-huh, actually, yeah, one thing.
And, I mean, there's several DLS.
I'm sure it's in my file.
Okay, we want to improve the financial strength of the town, position. I mean, isn't that kind of what we're trying to do?
Well,
Mhm.
the problem with that is like from what perspective? Because like
From
there's our
the
credit
deficit.
rating, and then there's like the deficit, and
Yeah.
that can mean many different
I
things.
guess those would be the objectives, right?
Excuse me?
Those would be the objectives of things Jen's mentioned.
All right. All right, well, financial management is what Palmer had.
I
So
know.
just leave it financial management and long-term.
no, we
Finally,
can't
you
go
can keep
from
the strength,
having an
that's
action
fine.
on other goals to just a
It's fine,
word.
we'll do strengthen more than once, we can.
Okay, so we don't want improved financial position. We want strength.
I do. I want to improve the financial position. But
Well, you've already-
long-term fiscal sustainability gets to that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So,
Maintain financial, how about maintain?
how about achieve?
Or achieve?
Because we're not there yet. Achieve long-term fiscal sustainability.
yeah,
By managing our finances.
all right.
So many
So,
words. I'm with you, John. So many words.
John, Nicole, make some
You want to just do
suggestions.
achieve long-term fiscal sustainability, and do we feel like we have it covered with that?
I'm easy for this.
So what do we have for the goal?
Achieve long-term fiscal sustainability.
Well, what about,
knowing that we most likely can't actually achieve that in 1 year.
no,
No, it's
it's
an
a
ongoing.
goal. It's a goal.
Okay.
Um,
It's kind of like how I was like, I'll lose 10 pounds, and I know like, it won't happen.
Stop it.
Okay.
Um, all right, well, do we like that?
I like it. I think it's fine.
John?
Sure.
Everybody?
Okay, last goal. What did I do here?
Yeah, what
I
did you
did
do?
it again.
Those
I
are
know I
those are
did
not
objectives for these. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
All right,
Well, starting from scratch. So let's look at the objectives. Enhance use of facilities, equipment, and capital assets. That's the only objective, actually.
So this is, so like Palmer has facilities, maintenance, and comprehensive infrastructure plan.
Maintain infrastructure.
But it's not just about maintaining. I believe it's
This is also evaluating.
selling off on these, yeah, sale of Franklin School.
all right, but here's the thing. I feel like several of these could be under other goals
I
that
agree
we
with
have
that,
here.
yeah. And this one only has 8 actions and
Like, complete living quarters project for fire department feels like would be under, public safety.
Steve, are any of these completed, like the bathhouse in the parking lot?
Oops, parking lot. Oh, not town.
I think that was,
Completed.
And also, how, what's the word? How feasible is it that we're gonna complete the renovation to the town beach bathhouse
we haven't even planned those
anytime
yet.
soon?
Yeah, not.
Yeah, and so there, to me, it, there are a couple that, I just feel like we don't need this as a goal. We
Right,
can
but we're
go
not there
through
yet.
all of them.
Right, but we're not there yet. But I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to eliminate the goal and move some stuff around to other goals, right?
Well, because it feels like they're natural. Identify next properties put out to bid by December 31st. I mean, that's under economic development.
Yeah, I think capital could be under finance,
Finance, it could be.
because.
Well, that's true. It could be there. That's right. This just feels like an orphan. So,
Did you want to say something, Sam, before?
I'm looking at this Palmer situation here. So they have addressed deferred maintenance on town buildings, recreation areas, and other town infrastructure. That's their objective. It's not a continual update. Long-range capital plan for the town's asset. Like that, to me, like all of their 3 objectives under that goal, which is facilities maintenance and comprehensive infrastructure plan, are all things that we could have put on our thing.
Mhm.
Revitalize and maximize usage of our parks and fields. Enhance beautification, curb appeal of public properties, and overall appearance of highly traveled areas, which is our wayfinding project.
Right.
but that's
Where
what
does
I'm
that
saying. This feels like it's more under economic development.
Yes, and,
Okay.
right? Like it's a
Right,
yes
right.
and,
Not
right?
everything is, though. I mean, implement the National Grid Fleet Assessment. That's not really economic development. The renovation to the fire quarters. I
That
had a
would be
couple that I wanted
safety.
to actually add to this that are not really economic.
Yeah. Like one of the long-term things that has been on your radar has been the Main Street, right? Like that.
That's under economic development already.
But we could move it. I tend to agree that we probably should have a separate category for
Yeah.
infrastructure. I think the items of, the category or the goal, I think is okay. I think what's throwing us off is getting ahead of ourselves, looking at these
Yes.
objectives and action items, because most of these don't belong anywhere. They should just be gone.
Yeah,
And I think we need to come up with some new ones. So I would include it for now.
I don't know.
I would include it for now, and maybe we decide we don't need it.
Do we want to name it something or do we want to TBD it?
I'm not in agreement. So, I just feel like I don't understand why we would make this separate. Why we wouldn't fold it into, I mean, some of this could fall under finance, some of this could fall under economic development. you know, I'm not saying it's not good, but I don't want to do 6 for the sake of doing 6.
I hear you. I just think that we have so many infrastructure issues that are not really, that we can silo it in and of itself. That's all. I mean, this has been a huge topic for years, this deferred maintenance issue that we have.
Yeah.
Especially if they're touring those buildings.
Mhm.
We need to. be
Oh, I'm
on
not
that.
saying it's not important. Let's not, I'm absolutely in agreement that it all needs to be done. It's more,
I guess, like, the question is, does it rise to the level of importance to make it its own goal? And I personally feel like the answer could be yes, especially because I think we can talk about space utilization for departments, which has been a huge thing for me personally for a while,
Right.
right? Like, so for me, I feel like it does warrant its own category. But that's
Okay.
just
all right.
I also would add that I worry that if we were to take any of those objectives and put them under economic development, they will be lost because we won't see them as immediate economic development opportunities. We'll see them as liabilities. So I think we have it separate and we see that as a goal. We may actually be able to focus on both independently.
Okay. Will of the board.
John?
Sure. I'm easy tonight.
What?
I'm easy tonight.
You're easy? It's not Sunday morning.
So if we keep this, which it sounds like we're going to, are we TBDing the title or are we ready to entertain the title for this?
Infrastructure, something with infrastructure.
Well, facilities maintenance and comprehensive infrastructure plan.
Develop a plan? Well, I mean, I think for some of these items, we have a plan already. If you look at the sub objective for a minute, maintain and modernize municipal infrastructure to ensure safety, reliability, and sustainability.
What was the thing you said, Lise?
Facilities maintenance and comprehensive infrastructure.
Oh, that's what they have here. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
that sounds great.
Yeah, but it needs an action word.
The word coming to mind is address.
Address
Yeah.
facilities maintenance and comprehensive infrastructure.
I don't know if it's strong enough.
You don't address maintenance though. You maintain or you address.
No, it's more,
Well, that's kind of what I was
Yeah.
leaning toward. It is a problem. Because I don't think we want to just maintain.
well, do we resolve maintenance and build infrastructure plan? I'm not saying those are the words, I'm just moving this along.
I mean, we have to look at the new and the old, like what
Of course.
needs to be corrected and what are we looking forward to in terms of infrastructure?
Maintain and modernize. Just use those 2 words right from the beginning.
Can we say address deferred maintenance?
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing that in Palmer's. And create
They
a
have
comprehensive plan. They use the word address.
They do?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hadn't
looking
read
right
it.
at
Objective A.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, address deferred maintenance and build comprehensive infrastructure plan.
Or we could just put ongoing facilities maintenance and infrastructure, whatever.
Right, because ultimately, I know we're gonna get into the objective, but ultimately the goal there is take care of the buildings that we need to fix up right now and then create a plan so we don't ever find ourselves in this position again.
Right. Address deferred maintenance and build comprehensive infrastructure plan. Or not.
Too long?
That's a little long.
That's a little long.
Well, how about address facilities maintenance? And under the objectives, we can have one that says,
Sure.
build a comprehensive infrastructure plan.
Sure.
Address infrastructure, just put address infrastructure.
What?
Address infrastructure, sorry. You
Yeah.
just get rid of all the deferred and just capture everything later. Just the address the infrastructure in general.
Address deferred,
Nothing deferred, just address infrastructure. Simple.
Town infrastructure,
Yeah,
townwide.
townwide.
okay. I'm not gonna wordsmith, so you guys do it.
It just captures everything.
What time is it?
Yeah?
Is that what we're doing?
Wait, is there any other goals anybody had on their
Wait,
burning list?
Wait, what was it? Address town infrastructure? That's
Yeah,
it?
I think this one is not
Town infrastructure.
really there
Okay.
yet, but we'll put
Yeah,
it
we can
there for a
always-
placeholder.
So
We
the
can
next
figure out.
thing, if we go by what Steve is suggesting, is we then go into each goal's objectives.
Well, Jen is asking a question. Jen?
Was there any other goals that anyone had wanted to bring to the table?
I think anything else that I've had in mind fit under these goals.
Same.
What do you think about the overall goals?
I think you captured the flavor. Nice job.
Well, we
Where
reserve
would
the
you
right
get-
to wordsmith, which we like to do.
Well, the
But
only
we
thing
have the
maybe-
buckets.
Maybe a clarification on number 6 would be buildings and infrastructure.
Yeah, I like that.
Cover that, but
Yeah.
otherwise I think you did fine. I understand where you're going with it. I think.
Well, actually, I think Steve's right.
No, you are right. I think plain, obvious words are very
Yeah.
helpful. Infrastructure is actually a little opaque.
Yeah,
Infrastructure could be all sorts of
Yeah,
things.
so put buildings.
Yeah, buildings and infrastructures.
But that goal isn't just about buildings, so,
no, and in fact, it is about deferred maintenance.
amongst other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's other things I would have
Like
on
what?
that. Like,
The fleet electrification, that's not a deferred maintenance thing.
No, that's
That's an
infrastructure.
improvement.
That's probably not even gonna make the list because the technology's not there yet.
Yeah,
So,
That's true.
We shouldn't even be putting it on the list if we know it's.
well, that's one of the ones I was
Yeah.
gonna
Right,
say.
I mean,
This
that's-
is what I mean, like this goal,
We're not there yet, so.
but
Well, and as we go
I
through
get it.
objectives, we can move things around as needed,
or take
right?
them off,
Or
because it's
take
just
them
not
off.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
At this juncture.
So address town
So what do
buildings
we-
and-
Address town infrastructure.
It should be buildings.
Oh, I didn't even realize you were doing it up there. Look at that.
Yeah,
Okay.
address
Town buildings and infrastructure.
town infrastructure. Steve, what do you think?
I think it should be buildings and infrastructure.
Yeah, I do too.
Isn't
I know, again,
buildings a
it's-
type
it's
of
nuanced, but
infrastructure?
They're a little bit
It's
different.
vague.
I mean, bringing water and sewer into 6 and 8 Berkshire Ave is infrastructure.
mhm.
Doing something with 6 and 8 is a building.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think it makes sense to.
Well, and that's the thing. I just feel like there's gonna be a lot of crossover.
Mm-hmm.
So can we reserve the right to revisit this goal in case it's like not, we're finding places for other things to live?
Yeah.
Okay.
So is next to talk about objectives of each goal,
I think so.
and then we do actions last? Is that what we're in agreement with?
Mhm.
Okay, are we starting with goal 1? I know that's the big one.
We could skip to 2 if y'all want.
Yeah,
It
why don't
doesn't
we
matter
just
what
go?
order that we
Do it.
go on, it's.
Go for it.
So,
Yes.
I don't know how we're gonna do objectives without doing action items, because I can
Yeah.
see how that last hour
Yeah,
went.
it feels like, can we do an objective and then the actions that support the objective?
Yeah.
And then
you're
if,
the chair.
no, I have just as much power as everybody else does. So, but I'm thinking to make the argument of the objective, it's like, well, what does it include?
Yep.
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 And then if there are 2 objectives or 3 or whatever, we can do objective one, first one and first action steps and see if we can get through that. Okay. Jen, would you like to take this one?
Well, I thought we were going through what is already here, no? Are we not doing that?
We're doing all of them.
Plus any additions that you
Yeah,
guys have.
so it would be what is
Yes.
on here?
Promote redevelopment and strategic use of key properties.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So Lisa,
Yeah.
Is it going to be difficult for you to transmit what you have in your thoughts to this format, or are you gonna be okay?
I don't think it's any different.
Okay. Okay,
I mean,
well, that's good.
I don't think it's, I did the Palmer model. This is the Palmer model. It's just broken out differently.
Yeah.
So,
I just wanna make sure that it's gonna be easy for you, cause you have like a whole, like me, I just went off of it and made my notes on the side, so I can easily incorporate my stuff into this spreadsheet. So I just wanna make sure you're gonna be okay. Alright,
well, I think I'll be,
She can do it.
so objective number 1,
all right.
promote redevelopment and strategic use, I fixed the word strategic, of key properties.
That's what you have for objective number 1?
Yep.
I have, well, do you want to go next?
Well, I mean, which is the one that's closest to that one, which is, really kind of none of these. So that's not, really one of the ones that we have, because this talks specifically about properties and like EDIC stuff.
So the E EDIC stuff does fall under objective 1. It's actions 1, 2, and 3.
All right, but,
Yeah, it's the
but,
number 2 also.
but objective 1 is going to happen regardless. That is an ongoing thing. It's been ongoing for years. So I don't,
It doesn't feel right.
Do you
yeah.
mean
It's a-
action item number 1?
No, I'm talking about objective 1.
yeah.
Okay, well, for instance, RFPs on 6 and 8 haven't gone out yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, get rid of the host community agreements because those are things that are gonna happen.
That's already done.
Okay,
Let's take that out.
okay.
Take it out.
How do I wanna do this?
So-
I would take off, continue to work with EDIC and mass development. Like, yeah. That's what we've been doing.
But it hasn't happened, so do we change the action instead of being continue to work with them, like make it happen
All right,
or close it?
I'm going to throw out some objectives.
Do it,
Okay.
yeah.
Objectives or actions?
Objectives.
Okay,
So support and retain existing businesses by improving services, communication, and infrastructure. In other words, let's start with what we have already and make sure that we're doing everything we can to support and retain the businesses that have already made a investment in this town.
that's an objective all in and of itself. Like that's a
Yeah.
6th objective because I don't think that's on here at all.
No, it's not on here.
No.
I think that's what Lisa's saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
But before we look at attracting new businesses, I'm saying let's make sure that we are supporting and retaining the existing businesses by looking at how we can improve services, communications, and infrastructure.
Okay.
And the action items might include conducting a business needs assessment and listening sessions annually. This is all with just what we have right now. In other words, I don't think we should ignore the people who have already invested in Belchertown. Create a business resource hub on the town website with clear permit information, funding opportunities, and FAQs.
That'd be communication though,
This is under the same objective.
but wouldn't that fall under communication, that part? Because you're creating something.
No.
No.
I see why he's asking the question though.
Of course I do, yep. But this is specific to I suppose I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But again, I think I think a lot of these, there's going to be crossover. Let me just finish under business support and retention. Coordinate interdepartmental support for resolving business concerns efficiently. And that's one that's already happening. I think of, one recently that came up regarding,
Oh, there was the,
Excuse me?
the licensing.
Yeah.
thing
That sounds
we
like an
addressed.
action item under your first objective.
Yes,
is.
This is what she's.
That's
Oh,
exactly what I'm
I'm
saying.
She's outlining
So
exactly
I'm saying,
that.
Okay,
here's,
the last
I'm
one I
just
don't
doing
agree with.
objective 1, support and retain existing businesses by improving services, communication infrastructure. We do it in 3 ways: the business needs assessment, the business resource hub on the town website with the funding
for
opportunities and
pre-existing
everything,
businesses?
and interdepartmental support for resolving business concerns efficiently. So
Got it.
it's all under the objectives to support and retain existing businesses by improving services, communication, and infrastructure.
Got it.
So that's the what, and these are the how.
Okay.
Okay, so from what I'm doing, I just created you a new objective 1. I moved objective 1 down, our original objective 1 down here to objective number 2.
Mhm.
Can I type this out?
Well, I want to get everyone's feedback.
So
First.
can I just also, can
Yeah.
you just back up for a second? So,
Yes.
So Lisa and I met and I gave her all of the economic
Yes.
development master plan and
Everything.
all of this stuff.
Yeah,
And what she helped do is synthesize the information from our master plan. And it's sort of like, so to your point, John, the reason we asked PVPC to help us with synthesizing our master plan implementation matrix is because they will touch on other goals and objectives and other pieces in the master plan.
yeah,
Something in housing will have an effect on economic development and
and communications.
Right, like, so it's not like a either or, it's a yes and, like,
Yes,
it's like figuring out the things that we want to do and how do we get them there. So these are identified goals and objectives that were already in existence that nobody was actively like putting on anyone's radar except for in a stored document
Yeah.
online.
so.
For lack of a better way.
So in other words, this is synthesized. And it was a really good exercise for me because, it helped me to understand, what the community as a whole, these volunteers have been working on. That, so this is in alignment with the work that's already been done. Now, that being said, React, I spent too much time working on this. So I'm probably too close to the mirror at this point.
Would you mind telling us your other objectives too? 'Cause
Yes.
at first glance, I'm like, yes, but if you've got 12 more, we probably.
No, I have 4 more.
Okay.
Can you read the first one more time?
You want to go ahead and
Yep.
type
And
them
then
all
read
out?
each one. Nope, I don't want to type them out unless you want me to.
Okay. Support and retain existing businesses by improving services, communication, and infrastructure.
Okay.
So that's the what. And then the how is under.
No action. So I just want to hear,
Oh,
we just
okay.
want to hear your objectives first.
Yeah, I'd
right?
love to just hear
I just
your
want to make sure we have
objectives.
a full circle of objectives.
All right. Well, now I feel the pressure.
No, this is great. We're all friends.
All right. So that's number 1 for first objective. You want to repeat that again?
Yep.
Support and retain existing businesses by improving services, communication, and infrastructure.
Okay.
2, attract appropriate new businesses and investment that align with the town's character and capacity. You ready?
Mhm.
Streamline development, this is the third one, streamline development processes to create a business-friendly environment.
How is that different from number
Yeah.
2?
Yeah.
Agreed.
The development processes are different than what businesses you pick and invest in.
So I want to come to town, I want to open up a pizza shop in Belchertown.
What's the process for
How
doing
do I do that? Do I go to this department? It's like a how-to guide, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it? Yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
one- it's-
so
yeah.
one is about attracting the business, the other one is about how
how
we
it's
teach
done,
them how
the
to do
little
it, or how to do
how-to.
it. Okay.
right.
Okay. I still think
Okay.
we got more room to talk about those, but let's hear your other objectives too.
Okay, hopefully I pass the test. 4, leverage state, regional, and federal resources to support economic development priorities. So now we're talking about funding.
Well, we like it because it has the word leverage in it, so.
I do like the word leverage, it's true. And the last one, this is about community. Ensure economic growth is inclusive and community-centered, contributing to livability and affordability. Sorry about this.
Okay, so when I look at the ones that are on here,
Mhm.
one of the ones that we're not picking up on is redevelopment of key properties. Like I don't, that's objective number 2 was number 1. Where does that fall under the 5 that Lisa read?
Well, I mean, it would be if we're talking about the redevelopment of these, town-owned properties, it could be, could be the leveraging of state, regional, and federal resources to
Yeah.
support economic development
Yeah, but I'm
priorities.
not talking about the resources, I'm talking about the actual activity of putting 6 and 8 out to bid.
Well, that's part of it, but it's not
Tagile.
just 6 and 8, and it's not just Tagile, it's
No, I
all
know,
of them.
those are
Rather
action
than,
items that I'm reading off, like what objective would those fall under?
it would be the whole, it's not picking out, it's not cherry picking any one building. It's looking at all of the properties that we have in town or deciding what ones should be put out. But that is something that we already have a whole plan. It's not just any one thing. Franklin School is one of them. You know, the 6 and 8 are 2 of them. Tagile's another
So
one.
this is where I think
We have,
we differ because I'm very granular and literal. I need to be able to say, okay, Steve put 6 and 8 out to bid, check. We sold, sorry, Steve, you know what I mean. I appreciate the line item actions on a very granular level, not the big picture per se, because there's so much that goes into that.
I'm of the opinion that we need to create an economic development roadmap, which in fact we have. And rather than cherry pick which things we're gonna do, work with the developers and investors and other interested parties on what's going to appeal to them, rather than saying, you must do 6 and 8. It's more, what can make us the most attractive? And if there are other words you want to use, it's fine. But what's going to make us most attractive to developers overall, rather than getting granular? I mean, to my mind, if we can create value wherever the developers would like to participate, that's what we should be doing. Instead of looking at this parcel or that parcel, should be.
I believe it's both. I believe that creating the finding ways to create the value is one objective. But I also believe that you've got to get more transactional things done, like getting these things out to bid.
All right, well, what do everybody else think? What does everybody else think?
I'm looking at the economic development plan. So they have conduct a business retention and expansion program, including a buy local initiative and assistance in forming business alliances, continue to work with MassDev and BDEC to solicit developers and businesses for Carriage Grove sites, seek new developers and landlords for other vacant, underutilized parcels and buildings, both town and privately owned, and create a safe pedestrian environment in areas where local business is to be encouraged, which includes safe parking.
What are you reading from, the master plan?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I mean, again, it's overall.
That's the 4-point strategy that they
Yeah.
put, and then they have goals and some action items under those.
And I have to use my cell phone because for whatever reason, the second page of this is not coming up on my computer. Oh, maybe it's here.
So
I got
the
it.
goals in here are like provide programs and services that
Yeah.
support existing businesses and attract new businesses, continue to support future development of Carriage Grove, also including 6 and 8. Improve look and feel of Belchertown Town Center, promote recreational attractions, and explore and nurture the burgeoning local creative and cultural economy. Continue to support the viability of the local ag economy. Continue to engage residents, business owners, and public officials to drive economic development goals and actions.
So here's the thing. If we had as a goal that 6 and 8 Berkshire must be sold, and that's not something that Steve is able to do for whatever reason, do we then say, okay, Steve, you didn't make the goal? Is it more
Yeah, but we're
important?
not black and white people. If there's a reason, we're gonna understand that. We're not gonna ding him for
I'm
it.
not, that's part one. Or do we look at how he has advanced development, economic development overall in Belchertown?
For me, it's both.
Yeah, I agree.
It's both, because you can't forget about certain things.
Right.
I almost feel like advanced economic development is an objective under which there should be several actions,
Yes.
including the RFP and all of those other things.
And that's kind of, isn't that objective 5 in the master plan we're talking about, isn't that?
Really? So if 6 and 8 don't get sold, and you have it as an action item that is what needs to be done, that's a setup. Sorry, I care more about, has economic development been advanced regardless of where it's happening?
I totally disagree. Nobody's trying to set anybody up here. It's just, I mean, if it doesn't get done for a specific reason, like, nobody here blamed Steve when it didn't go through the first time under the BCA or whatever. I mean, we're human beings. We understand how, things sometimes happen or don't happen. It still needs to be, it's still an action item that is very
Okay,
important to
you know what,
me.
Steve, what do you think of that?
Well, I think that's a very tangible action item that has a clear beginning and end, and if there's a problem in between, it's my duty to bring it back to the board. I guess I'd be more curious how you would measure success in the way you phrased it.
Economic development?
Yeah,
And that's what you would come back with. Like, this is how I've advanced economic development overall in Belchertown. Not, this is what I did with one specific property.
I feel like that would be subjective though, because
What?
his version of advancing, your version of advancing would be 2 different things. There's nothing to measure. Subjective. You would want, I don't know, I'm just saying, 6 and 8, his idea would be 6 and 8 Berkshire sold. Your idea is develop all this other sell the whole state school property.
Really? Is that what I said?
I hear it subjectively, I guess.
You heard me say you must do all of them.
It's subjective, that's how I hear it. There's no
Okay.
measurable, like his version and your version would be two different ways. Like you're looking for something, he would be like, here, I met the goal by doing X, Y, Z, and you might not feel that way. There's no way to measure it.
And so it would be a way to measure it if 6 and 8 Berkshire had to be addressed and you didn't meet the goal. That would be measured, he didn't make the goal.
He would have a reason for it. I guess you need some kind of end result of like what is the outcome we're looking for?
The outcome is to create economic development in Belchertown.
But how? Where's the
Okay.
end result? That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the end result of fancy? Like bringing Burger King in? I don't know. Is that meeting expectations?
I don't know, if it doesn't happen at 6 Berkshire, he flunked the goal.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's not
That's
what
what I'm
he,
saying. I'm just
no.
saying there's no. What is the action? Like, what is your? How do you meet that goal of your goal? How do you meet your goal? Not 6 and 8 Berkshire. How do we meet your goal? How does he meet enhancing economic development? Bringing Burger King is meeting the goal, then he met the goal. I'm just trying to say, what is the measurable thing to measure him on in meeting that goal? I'm just trying to understand it. I don't understand it.
Okay. I just think it's not about one place, it's about addressing it overall. I don't care where it happens. What I care about is that something is happening in Belchertown, that we don't come back a year from now without any progress made on economic development. And instead, we come back next year, and I would assume that if we do this right, that there will be movement on this. And whatever that movement is positive. It's a step in the right direction. In other words, I don't care where the Burger King lives.
I guess I still don't, I don't know how to measure that. I mean, I agree, I want to advance all, Belchertown and move them in the right direction too, but I don't know what the minimum is or the maximum is.
Well, right now,
There's no.
this is where we are right now, right?
that you have to
Where
have
we are
something
today,
measurable.
take a snapshot of it.
But that could be anything, you put wayfinding signs up, that advances.
Well, can
Yeah.
I just ask maybe I misspoke. Are your statement, is that an objective or an action item? That's what I'm.
Those are objective.
It is an objective. I
It's an
haven't even
objective.
gotten to the action items yet.
Because when I look at, like the Palmer one, there's very beginning and end points of, develop architectural design standards for downtown areas.
Oh, wait, doesn't say 6 Berkshire for that? At 6 Berkshire?
No, I'm just saying. Palmer,
Exactly.
Utilize plantings, that's an action item.
Yeah.
For the community to establish a vision for rebranding.
Right.
Streamline permitting, which you brought up, pilot agreements with, Bay State, and
That's pretty specific.
those are action items that are very
Yeah,
specific.
but they're not
Right.
places. It's overall, like for,
So that's why I asked, what you stated earlier, is that an objective or an action item? Because I thought it was an action item.
it was an
No,
objective.
that's
Could we
right.
have
It's an
a separate,
objective.
could we have a separate objective that's dedicated towards some of the existing or ongoing,
Initiative.
open items that just, I think that, and then Lisa's objective about the overall, that would be a separate one. Because Lisa, I love your objectives. The
Yeah.
only one that's missing from here are the redevelopment ones, which includes Tagil and 6 and 8. So if we could make that another objective, I think we could all get what we want here in terms of how granular and how not granular we get.
If that helps, I'm fine with that. what I had under inclusive and sustainable growth was much more around, oh, I have an error, anyway, around partnering, creating relationships with a number of organizations that go from local to federal. And do you want me to read the laundry list?
If you're going to, will you just say the objective again?
So this is for the last one. In fact, do you want to go back? Because I jumped to ensure economic growth is inclusive and community centered, but this, I have 5, so I can go through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
I would like to start with number 1 because I think number 1 is perfect, and that's something that we haven't yet talked about.
Okay.
The business we already have.
So why don't we start with
That's
1?
really important.
It's a very important point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start
So
by
can you
giving
read me
love
that
to
objective
ours.
slowly so I can type it real quick?
Yeah. Support and retain existing businesses by improving services, communication, and infrastructure.
Was that slow?
What? Oh, sorry.
I did it as fast as I could.
Oh my God.
Support and
Okay.
retain existing
Support and
businesses.
retain existing businesses by improving services, comma, communication, and infrastructure.
Okay. Okay, so now Whitney, we want to hear the actions now, Whitney?
So the action, there's 3. Action, conduct a business needs assessment and listening sessions annually.
Does anybody have thoughts
The
on
next
that?
action, well, I just thought I'd
Okay.
get all 3 down
Okay, go ahead.
and then we can wordsmith. The next action is create a business resource hub on the town website. Are you done?
Mhm.
Oh, with clear permit information, comma, funding opportunities, comma, and FAQs. And the last one is an action item, coordinate interdepartmental support for resolving business concerns efficiently. Okay. Anybody want to wordsmith, change, whatever?
No, I think your next objective, I think it might bleed into this one a little bit, but the only question I had was, I think having listening sessions great. What is this assessment you're thinking of, and can we do that in the first year?
A business needs assessment. I mean, that could be like a simple survey, that it could include the environment they're in, their ability to advertise, marketing, I'm trying to think of the different buckets, their ability to offer excellent customer service, a wish list of, what they might want from the town. Doesn't mean we can guarantee it, but it'd be good to know what businesses need or want. I mean, there's a lot of things, like one of the things that, I don't know if we talked about this, but, a lot of communities have, business organizations, or if they don't have an organization, they have an online, intranet where they could share, ideas, services, It could also be a place where they might discuss supporting townwide initiatives or the kinds of things they'd be interested in supporting. So that could be done through a survey. But some people they learn differently, and listening sessions are better. So it can be an either or, it can be both, it could be neither, it could be something else.
Okay.
I'm good with all three.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
sold.
You're a tough crowd. All right,
So
Next
can I make
one.
a recommendation
Yes.
on number 2, before we get into your number 2, 3, 4, and 5,
Yeah.
which is all related to new development? Can this be where we insert the redevelopment objective that we were all just talking about
To your
with
point about
6 and 8, and then we get to all the new stuff?
okay, all right.
Are you?
Do you know, I think 6 and 8 is new development, I mean, it's, all right,
But
you know
it's
what?
a task.
It's not-
I'm letting this
I
go.
do see that. I do see that. You're right. It is new development.
Can occasionally stand.
It's okay. If you need it, I'm good.
think
You
I
do
need
have it
minutes was a
under
good
your
starting
second
time.
goal.
I
which
do
is-
have it under my second goal.
Can we change the objective on objective number 2 to say, instead of promote redevelopment and strategic
It's-
use of key properties?
It's actually attract appropriate
No,
new
no, no, that's
businesses.
your
sorry.
number 2. I'm talking
That's
about
fine.
my number 2.
Oh,
I
your
mean,
number.
it's pretty close to the same thing. It's marketing the town,
Right,
promotion
but
of the
number
town.
2 is gonna be existing projects that we have going on,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna get into your new stuff, if that's okay. That's
So-
what I'm thinking.
Well, could I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
That I go through the objectives and see if you still need it.
Okay,
Okay, just see, and you might still need it, okay?
all right, so give me a moment to
All
do a
right.
copy paste here.
Okay, so then just for my clarification, because I'm a visual learner, what objective are we now gonna go through?
This is the second objective,
Your second objective, not this objective,
yeah,
the one I can't see,
the one you can't see,
because we can't see your objectives, right?
no,
Right.
no.
Right.
Attract appropriate new businesses and investment that align with the town's character and capacity.
You're gonna have to say that again, because I have to type.
And jump in it, and,
I
She should
am
email you-
jumping in.
Okay,
She email,
all
can you email the stuff over? and cut and paste?
Yeah, but I really am, the reason I'm doing this is so we can stay transparent, so
Yeah.
I kind of would like her to
I appreciate that.
attract.
Thank you for being our typist, because I'd be not very good.
I mean, I'll do all my spell checks and everything later.
Totally.
Attract, Lisa?
Appropriate.
Attract appropriate new businesses and investment that align with the town's character and capacity.
Character and capacity.
And I believe we've already done this, but it's develop and maintain an inventory of available commercial and industrial properties
That's action item number 1.
under business attraction.
Develop and maintain a,
What,
Catalog.
I'm asking you.
Inventory.
Inventory.
Develop and maintain a what?
an inventory
An inventory.
of available commercial and industrial properties.
Okay.
Next action, collaborate with the planning board to align zoning with target sectors, in parentheses, light manufacturing, comma, agribusinesses, agribusiness, comma, tourism, comma, academic/research centers, comma, a nursing home, comma, expanded medical services, comma, farmers co-op,
Do we need
Isn't
to
that
list
everything?
these out?
etc.
Do we need to list these out? Because isn't that actually then limiting us?
Well, so I am not, these were targeted sectors anyway. I added a couple of my own because we don't have a nursing home. So if you live here, at some point, you are gonna have to leave Belchertown.
Uh-huh.
And it feels like we're saying we want people to age in place, but we are not creating anything that allows that to happen.
We also don't have an infant care facility, but I don't know if we need to put that on here too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is why I'm putting these on
We
and
don't have
because
any
they've been
medical care.
So what if we
Yeah.
just like,
expanded medical
or
services.
what if like, instead of just putting all of this targets, like, we just
Well,
have.
part of this I also want to say is I wanted Jen to see, I
Yeah.
read everything. And so I admit that. And I added some of my own.
Because what I do know is that the planning board is actually looking at rezoning, right?
Yeah,
Well, they have a grant.
They have a grant application out
Right.
there actively to do this work,
I don't think
so.
we should limit it to, I feel like we're limiting it to all that stuff, and
Yeah.
if something else comes up, then you don't have it.
I just think if we just cut out the examples,
Yeah.
we're covering that.
I'm torn because one of the additions that I had was 55 plus construction in skilled nursing facilities and nursing homes. I particularly wanted that on here,
yeah.
so I'm kind of torn. I see both sides of this.
But then where do we stop? We didn't include affordable housing, which I know is controversial.
So,
but-
I mean, also, I'm just sorry,
Well,
I
there's,
will
yeah, go ahead,
point out that we have a community plan, I'm just gonna say it again.
go
We
ahead.
have a housing section that just got updated, we added the age and dementia friendly as a new section.
Yeah.
Like, we have some of this work.
Can I,
It's already in the community plan.
yeah, can I ask a question about that though?
Yeah.
And this isn't just me being a newer select board member. I don't necessarily agree with everything that's in there, and so you're not gonna get me to support something like that if I don't agree, just because it's in there. So, like, how did these things come to fruition? Was it from previous select boards?
So the original master plan was worked on in 2009,
A long time ago, yeah.
a long time ago, and then it sat on a shelf. And nobody looked at it for a very, very long time. And then we started updating it using technical assistance with PVPC. So far we have updated only several sections. We've updated the economic
Who's
development.
we though?
We, the select board, directed our town planner to start communicating with PVPC on this. And the planning board, we all decided as a group it would be too much to tackle the plan entirely in one fell swoop. So what we were gonna do is work on it section by section. So we started with economic development. We needed to do the open space and rec plan because by law that needs to be updated every 7 years. So that needed to be worked on. So that is how these sections have been getting updated. And then when I keep mentioning this at the board level, and this is not the first time that you've heard me talk about this, about utilizing the community plan and bringing it to the forefront of people's minds. It's a very overwhelming document. So what we decided was to ask for technical assistance to create this implementation matrix, which will combine all of the goals and objectives in each one of the sections into something that is more of an executive summary and more readable for this board to be looking to as a guide, because it is a document that is supposed to be, if you read the introduction, the select board is the steward of this document.
And this is not even executives, it is really boiled down.
So all this stuff is in the master plan that we're talking about for goals and objectives. So why don't we just make the goal, the objective, create a master plan and update it?
So
then,
The master plan is a living
Exact-
document.
yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
It's always gonna be, backing up a little bit to say complete the update of the master plan. The master plan will never be complete.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
We're always going to be updating sections. The problem, when the decision was made to update the master plan in sections, that was because of financing.
Yeah.
Communities who update their entire master plan in one
Fell swoop.
it's $100,000
Yeah.
project.
Okay.
The problem that created is now you have sections that are outdated, you have sections that are new, and we're always going to be rolling those over. The second problem that created is that the sections don't talk to one another.
Yeah.
And that's where Jen has been advocating Pioneer Valley Planning Commission and our planning department to get an implementation matrix so that we can put all those pieces together into one document, because every section of the master plan has implementation recommendations. It's just, they're all sporadic and all over the place. So pulling them together is gonna help. The problem with objective 2, action item 2, is if you remove the target sectors, then you basically remove the entire action item. What are we collaborating with the planning board to do?
Right.
Review zoning, well, that's kind of, I guess we could look at zoning, but where do we want to align our zoning? Do we want more business? Do we want more commercial? Do we
Well,
want
it's a
more-
trifecta, right? It's housing, it's light manufacturing, and it's recreation.
That makes sense.
We kind of have to have some
Yeah,
Targets.
targets, or it's subject to the people doing it. And, I might say I want more manufacturing in Belchertown, so I want more industrial space. So
so this was really, I mean, this is a reflection of what's in that plan, and also, so that wherever we are mentioning this, we're including so it doesn't get lost. Now, let's say you don't agree with, I don't know, a research center going in. That is your prerogative, but we have a whole town. And it's really, the select board working with the town and the town manager and all the departments to decide if this is what we want to do. The other thing is, this doesn't negate the fact that if a developer came in and wanted something different, that we couldn't entertain the thought. But we do have the vision of what we want for Belchertown, and it's been, decades in the making. So this is just moving it forward.
I was just thinking, just for us to keep moving things forward, we could also say examples, but not limited to, an example, not limited to.
Yeah, what I did is I wrote et cetera. So, we can put it, but actually, these are the sectors we did that is laid out. I mean, okay, yeah, extended medical services was in there.
Mhm.
So yeah, all of these were in there.
Yeah.
So maybe where it says target sectors, you say target sectors outlined in the master plan, and then you can include the examples.
Including light manufacturing, agriculture, business, tourism.
That makes sense.
I just put it in parentheses because it seemed like it was
All right,
very
so
long.
That seems fine.
All right. Again, this is all under business attraction. The next one is explore recruitment of franchise or other recreation facilities for kids, families, individuals, and seniors.
Franchise or other what?
Oh, explore recruitment of franchise or other recreational facilities for kids, families, individuals, and seniors.
That would be something like a YMCA.
How about for all, why are we?
Yeah, that sounds like you already know what that goal is.
Well, because honestly, it just said kids, and when I read it, I thought, well, it's not just kids, it's also families,
It's
individuals
all
and seniors.
residents, it should be all residents, right?
Yeah.
For residents.
What, the word franchise, where's that coming, like, what are we thinking?
Well, it could be the why,
Okay,
or, I mean, Planet Fitness is a franchise.
So
Do
I'm
we have to put franchise? Can we just put explore recruitment of recreational
Mhm.
facility for all residents?
Yeah.
Because we're not limiting it to franchisees. It could be.
I think my concern is the plan as written focuses on kids.
Mhm.
And I don't want it to get lost that everybody else who lives in Belchertown also has a right to recreational activities. So that's the only quibble I had.
I don't think this is our strongest action item here because it's so narrow. So I'm just curious, what are the other action items under this objective?
The next one is create a pop-up policy and toolkit that includes simple guidelines for pop-ups.
What is a pop-up?
Oh my gosh.
I know what I think it is, but what is it?
It can be a short term, one day, but generally it's a short term business that sets up either in a pre-existing business space. Like, remember when we didn't have businesses in the plaza where CVS is? I'm just saying that could be an idea for a pop-up.
is the farmer's market a pop-up?
Right, that's what I was
Sure,
wondering.
that's another
Is a
kind.
food truck a pop-up?
Mhm.
Absolutely, all of those. So they can be pre-existing empty storefronts or
Okay.
a small self-contained unit. It can be a pop-up if we decide we want to do this at a resident's house. I mean, that's why we need to have policies,
And we don't currently have a policy for farmers market food trucks?
Um,
I don't know, actually.
I think what we have
Board of
right,
Health.
we have Board of Health, but here's one. There are now little sheds that are going up.
So the Creative Economy Committee is working on that,
Working on what?
zoning for shed retailers.
But I'm just saying, under business attraction.
Yeah, that's a business attractant,
Right.
right? So like one of our biggest, okay, so let me
Yeah.
just back up. So one of our biggest issues that we have in town is we don't have any actual affordable commercial spaces for a small business, like a micro business to pop into. So
Yeah.
creating like a space where they could co-locate with other small micro businesses for a short period of time, like a winter's farmer's market that's like held, at one of the schools, like all of those component pieces are
Where are these
examples.
sheds gonna be located?
Well, there's one.
Don't get
that I
bogged
don't
down
wanna-
in the sheds.
Yeah.
But what I'm telling you is that there are already existing people popping up
All right.
on Barton Ave.
So, yeah, and there's one down the street from me, which I don't want to say, because, it's
Oh, when
important
we
what
say
they're
sheds, do we
doing.
mean like this is my farm stand?
Yes, basically,
not
but
either.
It's
they're
not, yeah,
more
but it's
than-
some of, so all I'm saying
Oh,
is
like the cold
we need to
stone.
create a pop-up policy and a toolkit that includes simple guidelines for pop-ups, like right on our website. Length of
Okay.
stay, signage, insurance, and offer an online how-to for residents, including checklists, permit steps, and town contact info.
Okay.
And I'm just saying, reduce or waive fees for first-time or youth entrepreneurs.
I guess I'm having trouble with the word policy.
Guidelines is a better one.
Yeah.
Well,
especially what-
policy should be, if it's a business, we should have a policy regarding
Well,
it.
they have zoning,
Yeah, bylaws.
and we have.
So
bylaws.
there's your policy.
So why would they create one if there's already bylaws for it?
I mean, putting together a toolkit. would
Call it whatever you want.
Yeah,
make sense.
it's a little bit more
Policy is a
positive.
little odd.
Well,
Yeah.
tell you what, let's not use the word policy. What I want is one-stop shopping. If I have an idea, and I think it'd be really cool to do this idea.
Mhm.
I want everything to do with a pop-up located in one area. Call it, what did you call it? Zoning?
Bylaw.
Zoning bylaws. Fine, we have that. We have, what's the length of stay, the signage, insurance, all the stuff, so that, what we're doing is we are being welcoming rather than setting up roadblocks.
Right.
We are being welcoming of people's entrepreneurial endeavors right here in Belchertown.
Yeah.
And we are, instead of them like, well, it's word of mouth or who you know, or, influence, any of that stuff. Rather than that, this is a straight up how-to.
So info packet.
Yeah.
Well,
like-
online,
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds like it's like a handbook or like a how-to guide.
but everything. So it includes what the laws are, what's, and
If I'm a new cottage bakery,
Yeah.
what do I
Yep.
need to do to get licensed with the
Right.
state? What types of
Yeah.
whatever is there to like,
because right now it's kind of a wild west.
Yeah.
what other resources can I go to get business assistance,
Yeah.
like the Quabog LEC?
Can we get rid of the word policy and just do create a
Totally.
toolkit?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. And I
Yes,
actually think
as
it
long
makes-
as it includes whatever the laws are, bylaws are, so that people don't just go, oh, here's the toolkit, and then they don't know how to act, within the guidelines for the town. It's like, oh, I did all the toolkit, and then I found out I can't do it.
How about create a toolkit that includes simple guidelines and bylaws for pop-ups?
Perfect.
And I don't know if we need to get into this level of detail, we're gonna be here forever, but I think that this lives on your hub you're gonna create for current businesses. And then it's just like, want me to start a new business, want to start a pop-up, so that it's just like, it's all.
It's all, yeah,
Just say first,
again-
problem and say starter business or
all I
first
want,
time business.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm good with whatever,
Because that would be confusing.
okay?
If I was a resident.
Oh, so you want me to get rid of the word pop-up?
I put for new business or starter business, what do you want?
Well, I thought we already did that somewhere.
Right, you're specifically talking about the temporary.
Temporary, or so
Yeah.
temporary business.
They're known as pop-ups, so,
Okay, if they know that they're called pop-ups.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like the Harry Potter bar in Boston or something like that.
I think under objective
Which
one,
doesn't-
creating a toolkit. Don't we?
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, but that's for existing businesses and retention. So if
This
I'm
is-
a new business and I want to start something.
Yeah.
But that could be under business support and retention. I mean, I guess the differentiation here is business attraction.
yeah, and,
And-
it's actually encouraging,
I mean,
and supporting people that have an idea.
I feel like this could be just like a program, like we could create, like, cause like a storefront marketplace for a couple of weeks, for a couple of weekends in a town-owned building.
Yeah,
We could
sure.
do that.
Yeah.
If we had somebody to run it, of course, and manage it, all the logistics.
well,
and
that
stuff
might
like
be a
that.
policy, like we only do it during these 3 weeks. So, I mean,
Um,
whatever the rules are, all I want is for people to understand the rules.
And to be attracted.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not being silly, but like honestly, we want them to understand the rules so that they'll do it. They'll
Yes,
come here.
absolutely.
Can you back up for a second?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were looking at this.
Oh, yeah. A little bit further. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Number 4 there, objective 2. What are we defining available commercial and industrial properties?
Well, like that's come up before.
You already
Right.
have an inventory, don't you?
Uh,
Well, are you talking about things that are on the real estate market?
yeah,
No,
yeah, I am. I would say yes. I would include like,
oh,
So how do
like
you,
somebody comes to town and says, I want to put in a laundry business. Where can I do that? And we can say, well, here's the, I don't know. Those are listings, but
right, so I mean,
But we have
We
so
would have to
few
monitor
of
real
them.
estate listings.
Well, we could say, we could always be like, this is what was available as of such and such a date. You
Yeah,
can
and
go
that's
talk to
generally
these
how it's
people.
done, and it could be updated. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, how often does it change in Belchertown?
Couldn't they just work through a realtor? That's why I'm a little confused on that one.
I mean, I think there are such a limited amount. I mean, this has come up before.
Yeah, I know it has, but we've never really,
We as a town entity have never before ever monitored or kept tabs on that. Should we, I think is the question you're asking. And does that make sense? That's, I feel like, a different question.
yeah.
I feel like if you're, most people besides a real, I think it comes, sorry.
Go.
This is what happens to me when I start talking. If we're trying to market the town and trying to attract specific types of businesses or just like business in general, right? Knowing what's available for said businesses, I think would be part of this process.
Yeah,
I don't know that it needs to be like to the penny, like to the day of like,
No.
we know exactly what's available. I think we all in general have a kind of an idea of like what's actually available in town already just by driving around. I'm not sure. I mean, I could tell you off the top of my
but
head. any number.
outside of this.
But
that's what I'm-
anybody
Yeah.
coming to town, they're gonna maybe
Or
come
if
to
they're-
town hall and be like,
Or if they're
do you
looking at
know of
all
any other
these
spaces?
communities, you know, maybe nobody else has a list, but we do. And that is that's attractive. You know, they can come and look at it.
I guess I would just refer them to a realtor. Like, hey, call
I'm saying-
Remax, call Century 21.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Well,
So
good.
have someone in charge of
We want to
keeping
be
it up.
more welcoming than that.
That is, we can't, because we don't know, we mean you have to go around and the MLS listing, we'd have to keep on top of that every
I
single
know,
month.
and we don't have
That's a lot of
the
work.
staff for
We don't
that.
have a staff for that.
There's somebody at the door over there.
Oh, there's a pizza.
I
play it
wish that we had so much economic development that we really did have that problem. We have to update it every month. We just don't.
I just don't know who's gonna do that though. We don't have the resources in town to do that right now.
Create an economic development resource.
We have no money for that right now. I'm just saying, we have no,
How do you know that?
have you seen our budget?
This, there is someone who updates the website.
So we're gonna go in there and do ML listing and add that to the website and take how many hours, whatever their day is, cut it, go do MLS listings. and
Really?
whatever.
How much economic development do you think we're doing on a monthly basis?
We're not doing any, no, that's what I'm saying. Where's the resources coming from for this? Who's, like, that's what I'm saying, who's gonna do it? Where
So
are
we could always, right? Just putting it out there.
I want it.
We could have cultivated relationships with the realtors who own businesses in town and have them submit a listing, for example. Just an example. So instead of a pull, right? Instead of a push, we could be having a pull.
That's the difference. Instead of
Mhm.
pushing them away to a realtor and making them do that extra step, we're pulling them in.
And I never thought of doing it until we had this conversation. So it's, it's just different ways of thinking about how do we market what's available here.
But when
And
you say
attract.
pull, you literally mean putting an MLS link on the website.
No. I mean, I think just like we're doing, so one of the initiatives that is happening is the promotion of townwide community events. And the communications manager is working with some folks to develop a form so that we can list events that are happening on our website. We could do the same thing, for example, with the realtors that are working with properties in town and have them submit. Beyond the MLS listings, they could submit something to the town, like we have this property available for lease at such and such a rate, it's this many square foot, it's perfect for this,
That's true.
right? And it's a collated thing so they don't have to go to like 5 different realtors and talk to like 5 different people. We could,
It'd be up to them to report.
right, exactly,
We're just-
right.
You just create like a.
right.
a data bank on the website somewhere would be.
Yeah, it just shouldn't be inside baseball. Like, it should be, that we're publicly putting out there that this is what we have available.
And the Quabog, and the only reason I'm like even mentioning, because the Quabog Valley, the Quabog Chamber, Hills Chamber, they're doing that. They're helping market properties for their towns that they work with. And we didn't have anything on there. I'm like, we need to be putting stuff on. Like, we need to get Carriage Grove on there, for example.
Sure.
Like, right? Like,
Yeah,
we need to be cross promoting anything that we have available so that it doesn't sit empty.
and it's simply a value add. It's just being that much more approachable.
That was really in the weeds in our food.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just asking for clarity.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Right.
Well, and there hasn't been a lot of movement on a lot of the property here.
Right.
And not that this is going to solve the problem, but it's one more tool in our toolkit.
May I play referee for a second and timekeeper and realize we've been doing this now for more than 2 hours and we're only on action item objective 2 of goal 1. What is our strategic plan to be able to get through as much as possible in the remaining time we have? Because at the moment, we will be at this for days.
I don't know, can we use technology? No, I don't think we can. We have to talk about it publicly. I have to go through this.
Yeah. Could we do time limits on discussions for each action item?
How about we eat while you think about that?
Can I just try to get through this?
Yes.
How many action items are under objective 2?
Just 2 more.
There's just 2 more. And the next one's pretty easy, I think. Create marketing materials and an economic development webpage to promote Belchertown to potential investors.
Okay, create marketing materials and an economic webpage to.
Development webpage to promote Belchertown to potential investors. And I think you'll like this next one.
Hang on.
Okay. Guide, let me just read it. Guide the overall development of the Carriage Grove parcels, including 6 and 8 Berkshire, using a balance of housing, light development, and recreation as the equation. I
don't
had
think that goes
trifecta.
there. I'm sorry, I don't want to get into a big debate. I don't think that goes there. I don't know.
Did you like that one, Nicole?
I don't know.
I think you need a break.
I think it's important to put in guide the overall development of the Carriage Grove parcels. If you don't want me to put 6 and 8, fine. But the important thing is the balance, that it's housing, light development, and recreation.
All right, I'm okay with this. If we can put some additional items in parentheses, including Carriage Grove, Parcel D, Tagil, and 6 and 8.
Okay,
And then we can throw that objective out the door if Whitney and John are good with that.
parcel B.
So we would get rid of the promote redevelopment and strategic use of key properties objective entirely and make an
Correct,
action
because-
item under new business.
Yeah, because if you look at the rest of the action items on there, we're getting rid of Calyx and CL Cash. And then what's item number 4? Partner with the planning department to guide feasibility studies and development planning for town-owned parcels.
What was that?
That's that action item number 4. I could actually see that combining into current objective 2, number 4.
Yeah.
So
I
that
see
we're not
that.
just looking at the real estate market, but we're looking at our own properties as well. And then I could see us getting rid of that old objective 1.
Get rid of objective 1?
My old objective 1.
Oh, old
Yes.
objective 1.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes,
Yeah,
do
I'm
it,
getting confused.
nix it.
So the promote and redevelopment.
All right, Steve is
getting rid of
confused
that.
and we can't have him confused.
No, it's the old objective.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
old
okay.
objective 1, the promote
So if we
redevelopment.
look at current action item number 4, which under objective 2,
Yep,
we would say develop and maintain an inventory of available commercial and industrial properties, both town-owned and on the real estate market.
So that would be private,
Town or private.
town and private.
Town-owned or private, okay. Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Lisa, can you reread action item number 9 to me? Guide the overall development of,
the Carriage Grove parcel.
but I don't wanna call it, cause Carriage Grove
All
is one,
All right. Well, did you want parcel B, Tagil,
parcel D.
including
Yeah.
6 and 8? So that's part of Carriage.
Or you just say Steve's
You know.
Farms, almost
Is
Steve's
it?
Farms.
Well, I
think
think,
it is.
I'm having a little bit of heartburn over the term, the word guide, because Carriage Grove is not owned by the town, which in your last number 4, town-owned properties doesn't technically include EDIC land.
Right,
So the EDIC
Is
currently
private.
has control over Carriage Grove, and they have a master redevelopment plan that was approved at town meeting. So I can support that, but I don't think guide is the right term.
support. Sounds great.
Okay, but when you personally put 6 and 8 out to bid, for instance, you're not doing that under,
That's not
that's
EDIC,
that's
that's town.
outside of,
I think
okay.
I can support
understood.
the EDIC and the redevelopment plan. I can.
So was I correct a moment ago that Carriage Grove does not include 6 and 8 Tagil and D?
That's correct. They're
Okay.
in parcel
Okay,
A.
so I think we need to pull Carriage Grove out of this and say guide the overall, what were you gonna say, Lisa?
Well, I said development.
Development of, and I think we should just list those 3.
Parcel B, Tagil.
Where's parcel B?
D,
I'm
as a
sorry,
dog.
D.
Okay. Okay,
Alright,
It's
parcel
across from,
D,
yeah,
Yeah.
you know where
That's
that
also EDIC though.
is. It is also EDIC.
what is EDIC?
Economic Development Industrial Corporation.
No,
Parcel B.
I know that.
Parcel D is across from.
Oh, you just said parcel D was not E EDIC.
Parcel
It is.
A is not, which is the town. Parcel B and D is,
Okay, is A the soccer field abutting 202?
no.
Okay, where's A?
A is police station, senior center, freedom center, that's,
Oh, that's all done now.
well, that's where 6 and 8 and Agile rest. They're
So
part
just
of
put
Okay.
parcel A.
Guide the overall development of parcel A. Is that, I guess that's what it's coming down to, right? Is Tagil 6 and 8?
It's all part of parcel A.
Well, it could be,
Well, it's
I think you're talking about the guiding the redevelopment of 6, 8 and Agile. And I think supporting,
Using a balance of housing, light development, and recreation as the equation.
Guide the redevelopment of,
but I think the EDIC has to be a separate action item supporting the,
I think we should remove that completely because that's not under your purview.
there is some crossover.
And that's why I'm like, wait, you can't negate, you can't say support, because it's more than support. It may not be guide, but it's not support.
Work with.
Work in partnership with the EDIC.
partner with
Yeah.
the EDIC.
Well, okay, partnership, partner.
Partner, yeah.
But he already,
Partner's the verb. that-
Yeah.
he already
that
does
action
that.
item.
There's no
Yeah.
completion to that. It's just something that,
It's an ongoing goal.
but there's no completion to it until
The
EDIC
property's
completes
developed.
Carriage Grove.
Well, we do have to renew our
Yeah, we do.
memorandum of understanding. That's on October 31st.
But isn't that EDIC that's doing that?
The town's a party to that.
Yes.
I thought that wasn't until January.
No, October.
October 31st.
October 31st, wow.
January,
Is
December
the
31st is the
Brisa.
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 Oh, that's right, okay,
Brisa.
got it.
Okay, so all I have so far is guide the redevelopment of 6-8 Berkshire and Tagil. And I was planning on just leaving it if everybody's okay with
And
that.
partner with E EDIC.
That'll be the next, so you have to do another action item.
Me
Yeah, so that would be one, so
Well-
then do another one.
to
and
partner.
the Partner with E EDIC, because it'd be two different measurable tasks.
Isn't it more so the town-owned properties that we're interested in, not beyond 6-8 Tagil? We're talking about like all that 190 list of,
Yeah, that's also, yeah, we
Part
we
of
need
it.
to address that. some.
That is currently sits with goal number 6.
Identifying other town properties here.
Well, this is why I want to go through this, because it's not like I'm forgetting this stuff, but I had it under specific business attraction.
Yeah, I wasn't responding to you, I was responding to Jen. Partner with,
Partner with
EDIC,
the E EDIC on the Carriage Grove.
well,
Well, I'm just saying, starting with that. What?
because lot D is not part,
You're right.
parcel D is not part of Carriage Grove. It is a separate entity.
Just say redevelopment efforts.
Yeah, yes,
development
redevelopment.
efforts.
Okay, there we
Yeah.
go.
Redevelopment.
Redevelopment efforts, okay.
All right.
Redevelopment?
redevelopment, because it's already been, we have to redevelop.
Okay.
Slash development.
Alright, redevelopment,
Cover all the
Okay.
bases.
alright, okay.
All right.
So that has 10 actions, so I believe that objective is done. And
Yes.
so I'm in agreement that we can absolutely get rid of old objective 2, which revolved around, so that's the E EDIC, Tagil, reissue of RFPs on 6 and 8, and then the feasibility, yeah. See?
So-
Those old
See?
objectives.
Yay!
And then we're gonna get rid of Calyx and
Yes.
company.
All
Okay.
right. Okay. So I only have 2 more.
Let's see,
Okay.
Let's take a break. Motion
Can we
to-
just finish this?
I think we need to take a break.
We need to take a
also.
break.
All right,
Two hours,
okay.
15 minutes.
that was a hard one to
Alright,
get through.
motion.
Motion to take a 30-minute recess.
Second.
30?
How long do you
How
want to meet?
about 20?
Okay, motion
I
to
was
take a
thinking
20-minute recess.
We can always come
Second.
back sooner.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I thought we were gonna have a working.
Yeah, I feel like.
No.
We can always go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
We
okay.
won't go
okay.
through that.
Let's have-
This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening and welcome back to the August 3rd special select board meeting. We will continue with the last 2 points of goal 1. Okay. So the next one is leverage state, regional, and federal resources to support economic development priorities. So,
I thought it was streamline development process.
oh, we're on process
Round
development.
3.
Okay. So this one is, the objective is streamline development processes to create a business-friendly environment. There are just 3 action items under this. The first one is lead an internal audit of permitting and licensing processes to identify bottlenecks. That's it. Second is to implement a cross-departmental pre-application review for major development proposals. And third is to offer a step-by-step permitting guide and timeline on the town website. So this is all under process improvement. Any questions, concerns?
Just because I'm such a visual learner, can you repeat one more time
Well,
the objective?
She's gonna have to repeat it again anyway, because I need to type this out.
Oh, okay. Leverage state, regional, and federal resources.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
so
it's
sorry.
the wrong one.
I'm tired. Please forgive me. This is under development. Sorry, Nicole.
That's okay.
Streamline development processes, processes, to create a business-friendly environment. So the action steps for process improvement would be: 1, lead an internal audit of permitting and licensing processes to identify bottlenecks. 2, implement a cross-departmental pre-application review for major development proposals. And last, offer a step-by-step permitting guide and timeline on the town website. Feedback, reactions? And there was much ado about nothing.
This is just like not that important, but I don't think you need to say to create a business friendly environment because these were very, very operational actions, which I think is
Okay.
fine. I think it's just you're streamlining the development process, but of what? I guess streamlining. What are you streamlining actually? You're streamlining
How to do business in Belchertown.
Yeah.
how to do business
Yeah.
in Belchertown.
Yeah. And I do think it's important, but a business-friendly environment, that's the tone of it.
Okay.
But, I mean, if we can be friendly, I think it would be good.
Streamlining.
I try.
You do a good job, Steve.
So I know we talked about the old list, the new list,
Yeah.
different things. I just want to, and we can look at this again later, but some of this sounds redundant. I just don't know where. If it was old list, new list, or things that we.
Well,
Right.
we haven't addressed old list yet, and
Yeah.
if anything on the old list stays on this.
So, but I think, we're not gonna get through, this isn't gonna be final and approved tonight, so if there's something that's in places, we can talk about.
Hey, it could happen.
So the place it was in the LRP.
Is it something you read, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think what's triggering.
Yeah.
Did I forget anything under that? Or- Okay. Are we okay with process improvement?
Sure.
Okay. John, you okay with it?
I'm good, yeah.
Okay. The fourth objective, this is around finance. Leverage state, regional, and federal resources to support economic development priorities.
Should state is lowercase, right?
What?
State should be lowercase.
Yeah.
How many actions?
3. I like things in 3s. Apply for key infrastructure and economic development grants.
Okay. Doesn't that just naturally fall under the job of the rehired grant writer and what they're supposed to be doing anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the goal could be to use the grant manager.
What?
I mean, the grant manager could be fulfilling some of this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, I don't see Steve sitting down and writing these, but there were several agencies, like we do community one-stops a lot. And I think we've done MassWorks as well.
So Community One Stop is like 9 programs. MassWorks is one of them. The state combined them all under one.
Yeah.
That's why they call it One Stop.
But there's also, I forget what redo means.
Redo.
Redo offered through
It's the Economic Development
Mass-
Office.
yeah, the Massachusetts Office of
Business Development.
Business Development.
The redo, actually, I think the redo isn't, that was like a LRP thing. I think it's gone. Anyways,
I
we're
guess
getting
I'm
the
just,
weeds. We're
what I'm
getting the weeds.
asking here is an action to apply for grants is what is inherent to the grant writer's position. So do we really need to have it here? Similar
Yeah, I
to
guess so.
the action to maintain the post certification
Yeah.
is inherent to the police chief's position.
Yeah, I think you're right. Unless you don't do, I mean, I think you're right. Are we okay with taking that off?
I mean, I think grants. Resource, it's one of the, it's redundant, but it's, I mean, I don't know, do we need to explicitly call it out? I guess is the question.
What are the other items? Are they all kind of like this? where
No,
it's like, are they
no.
necessary?
So we'll put a pause on that one. Engage regularly with regional planning agencies and state economic development offices. That's new.
State development economic offices.
Engage regularly with regional planning agencies and state economic development offices.
Oh, here's grants again.
And you may think we don't need the next one. Track grant and funding deadlines and create an internal calendar for proactive applications.
Yeah.
I think we could just combine the both of them and just say, grant applications for infrastructure. and-
Apply for key infrastructure, apply for and track.
Yeah, apply for and track.
But how is that different than our expectation for the grant
Yeah.
writer in any other area,
Yeah.
like
Well,
public
it's just, it's an
safety?
action item, because their actions will be developed in conjunction with all of the town
Okay, so
departments.
if we put this in here on this one, does that
Yeah.
mean on the public safety goal, we have to also do apply for public safety
Yeah.
grants? And then on the,
I think Nicole's right.
Track it.
I think she's right.
Okay.
I mean, I agree. I mean, I'm under finance, I'm obviously thinking, we have to do this, but she's right. So under that one, we just have one
it's okay to
action.
have one action, right?
What?
I think it's okay to have one action.
All right. And so, are you okay with that? If you're not,
I'm not okay, I'm fine.
okay. We're all good?
I mean, there's some of the things under the original list that could go under, I mean, so like the complete streets community. I mean, but some of that might also, or did we already nix all the,
Yeah.
Well, we didn't nix it, we just haven't addressed it yet.
got it.
Okay, so, and here's the last one. So, the objective is to ensure economic growth is inclusive and community-centered, contributing to livability and affordability. I don't know, it feels like it should have said something more like for residents. I think I petered out on that. So, so under inclusive and sustainable growth, we would, this is a laundry list, so let me just read it and see if you think we should include them all. Partner with housing organizations. So I went from local, regional, state, and federal. So Valley Community Development Corporation, Valley CDC, Wayfinders in Springfield, Hilltown CDC, Chesterfield, Mass Housing Partnership, MHP, Department of Housing and Community Development, UMass Amherst, Center for Economic Development, Department of Regional Planning, Beacon Communities LLC, and other nonprofit developers like the Community Builders, Home City Development, Pioneer Valley Planning Commission. That's it. That's what I have.
Does this objective only have one action item?
No, it has 4.
And what's the name of the objective? Ensure,
Ensure, and if we don't like that, we can come up with another one. Economic growth is inclusive and community-centered, contributing to livability and affordability for residents. I feel like I forgot a couple words. Does that make sense?
economic, ensure, it's inclusive and what?
Community-centered,
Okay,
comma,
I got it on there.
okay.
Ensure economic growth is inclusive and community-centered, contributing to livability and affordability for residents.
Yeah.
Okay, and then action, the first action item is partner with housing organizations with what goal in mind?
To discuss housing needs, zoning, and potential projects. But I have another thing that says that as well. So I just wanted to say partner with housing organizations. Or we can say the same thing twice. Partner with housing organizations. You want the list?
No, I wasn't even gonna put it in here.
Well, can we say partner with local, state, local, region, local, state, regional, and federal housing organizations?
Okay.
And then
I guess I'm confused where we're going with this. I don't know where, like.
inclusive and sustainable growth.
But are they going to just be guides or mentors when we have a building plan?
Well, so the idea was perhaps to hold a housing roundtable that includes a number of local organizations to discuss housing needs, zoning, and potential projects. The same is true with partnering with housing organizations. It would be to discuss housing needs, zoning, and potential projects.
So is that, maybe that's the action, is the round table?
This is an action.
Maybe that is maybe it's not partnering with them, but it's start with the round table.
With the what?
Starting with the round table, because partnering with them, at least how I see the word partnering means that you're looking at like having an agreement. But what are we agreeing?
We're creating relationships. So if you want to, we can,
Building,
yeah, we can
local
do
and regional
relationship,
partnerships.
yeah, relationship building slash partnership development with housing organizations. Do you want me to say the whole thing? To discuss housing needs, zoning, and potential projects? And then another action item is to host a housing roundtable.
How is it, I guess, how is it different than the housing authority in town? I'm just trying to play this out. What's the difference? Like, we have a housing authority now.
A housing authority is different than these agencies.
They're different. I don't know.
I'm trying to,
No, I mean, I
I'm just
literally,
trying to
I'm not
understand, sorry, I
agreeing
don't
with,
get it. I'm
yeah,
just,
no,
like,
no,
trying to-
housing trust is like an organization, like it's specific to a specific development, but like, so, like an organization like Wayfinders, they do housing, they
The
also put in a proposal
CDCs.
for, like the BRISA did, like we also got a proposal from Wayfinders, right, like their housing development.
See,
one
this
of
is
their
why I
ones.
think we need to list these because it should be crystal clear what we're talking about.
Would you like
Instead
me
of
to list a few?
Excuse me?
I can list a few.
I need to back you up to economic growth, because economic growth is a lot more than just housing.
Right.
I agree. But this is one objective.
Oh,
There's-
I thought you said there was only one. Oh, action item, I'm sorry.
That
There,
was for the last one.
Yeah.
Steve. So under resource leveraging, there was only one, but this could actually be two. We could
yeah, go
call it
ahead.
relationship building to leverage state, regional, and federal resources, and we could put it all under one.
I'm fine with that. What I'm not fine with is not spelling out, I mean, to John's point, it's like, well, what do we mean?
Well,
Yeah.
we could agree and then put a pin in it and then say, we will identify said resources and list them out, and we could explain it at a later time. For
I'm just trying to-
time's sake, yeah.
Yeah, well, how about can I say it out loud? It's recorded, and then that's all that she can put in the document? Okay, can I do that?
Yeah, I'm lost. Are we redoing the objective title though? Are we renaming it from ensure economic growth that is inclusive, blah, blah, blah?
That's a question on the table.
Okay.
All I want to make sure is that that Steve starts building relationships with housing organizations as part of the economic development goal overall.
And these organizations come in and they build facilities.
Well, I mean,
Go ahead.
I mean, they do and they don't. Some of them support businesses, some of them support housing development, some of them are just development, right? Like, some of them don't even have funding sources. They're just like the people who, it's networking, relationship building.
Yeah.
And finding out what kind of projects they're interested in doing and see if that matches up with what we have to offer here in Belchertown.
Like things that are missing here, like West Mass, EDC, right? Like stuff like that.
Right, and then this, I think I know the answer to this question, but I'm wondering if this needs to be in there. What about other relationship building that I know Steve already does some of, and we all have like the various chambers of commerce.
Chambers,
Like,
like
are we gonna
all of that
mention
kind of
that?
stuff, right? I just
Didn't
think
I cover that?
it doesn't say the chambers here, but
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like it said chambers on some document I looked
Yeah,
at. Maybe it was in this situation
and I
here.
think we already have a good relationship with Amherst for sure, and
And we
Quabog.
we had one meeting with Quabog.
but no luck yet with Northampton.
We had a meeting with Valley CDC.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
not Northampton.
the chamber, I don't think we would go to the Northampton chamber. That's far outside our reach.
Yeah,
We
that's okay.
have in the past met with South Hadley Granby chamber, but they don't want anything to do with us. And we fall already under two chambers, so we should just stick with the two
Stick with our
chambers
two.
that we already have
Yeah.
servicing us.
That's great. Okay, thanks. I think that helps me understand this one a little bit more.
Okay, so we have not finalized the title for objective number 5.
Well, I think Jen was offering a title.
I was offering a relationship building with
Finance?
to leverage state, regional, relationship build and leverage state, regional, and federal resources.
Wouldn't that fall under, wouldn't this stuff fall under objective 4 then? Leverage state,
Yes, I'm
regional.
combining 4 and 5 into one because there was only one
Oh.
action item under 4.
Okay, got you. Okay,
Oh,
I'm following
okay,
track
all
of you
right,
now.
so tell me the objective again, Jen, relationship, build, and leverage.
Building and to leverage state, regional, and federal resources to support economic development priorities.
To leverage state, federal, and regional.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good.
Okay, can you just give me just a quick second to combine these two objectives? Okay, so this is gonna become objective number 4. This one goes away. And then this one. Am I doing this correctly?
I think
So
so.
now we're gonna have engage engage with the agencies and then build the relationships. And Lisa, you were gonna give me a name of a few of the agencies that I could fit into this cell.
Okay, and then I am going to just say this verbally, and then,
Are you gonna give me the names of the
Yeah.
agencies?
so it's Valley Community Development Corporation, don't do it. Dash Valley CDC, Wayfinders in Springfield, Hilltown CDC, Chesterfield, Mass Housing Partnership, MHP, Department of Housing and Community Development, DHCD, UMass Amherst Center for Economic Development / Department of Regional Planning, Community, Beacon Communities LLC, and other nonprofit developers like the Community Builders, Home City Development, Pioneer Valley Planning Commission PVPC. So that's all of them.
Okay, but I didn't type anything.
No, you're not going to.
Okay,
I will
Okay.
give this to you, but I needed to say it publicly so that that's reflected.
okay.
And then the next one is host a housing roundtable that includes Wayfinders,
Is that capitalized?
yeah, way, separate word, finders, separate word. The Valley CDC, Mass Housing Partnership, or MHP, and Pioneer Valley Planning Commission, PVPC, to discuss housing needs, zoning, and potential projects.
Didn't we just,
It sounds like it's the same goal above everything their objective.
it
or
it
action.
ends the same as the goal, as the action item before it. So one is relationships and partners, the other is a roundtable.
Yeah, well, that one's more localized. We have a state agency, but this is just brings those very specific groups together. And I only have two more, and then I'm done talking.
Two more objectives?
No, two more action items.
I might add some.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Okay.
We'll have Steve's goals done by December.
And we can all talk about all of these. Integrate walkability, green space, and sustainability into economic development projects.
Green space and what?
Integrate walkability, green space, and sustainability into economic development projects.
I don't think that goes under this objective.
Well, I can tell you how it might if we wanted to make it financial. What I mean by sustainability is also like who's going to maintain these said spaces.
Isn't that in the
So,
plan?
yeah, we have an action item for that under, bear with me. I think it was under, actually, I think it was under goal number 6. No, it was already under, yeah, no, you're right, it was under goal number 1, yeah.
I just combined.
It's, yeah, we've got a lot of these goals that we have to, okay.
Is it objective number 2, Nicole?
No, it's, it was something with the trails, a trails committee.
Yeah, I did see
What the
that.
heck is that? Oh, here it is, number 13 under objective 3.
Subcommittee focused on trails.
Establish subcommittees focused on trails, land management, and habitat management.
Okay, yeah, so mine was specific to economic development.
But this is all under economic development.
Yeah.
We're still under, so it fits. But I don't think it goes under relationship building, right?
No,
Well, yes, because I changed the title.
Oh, we've changed the title.
Well, because hers
No.
was inclusive and sustainable growth.
No, you didn't.
No, we put relationship building to leverage state, local.
I just
Yes.
make sure that, I want to make sure for any developer, anybody thinking about wading into our business-friendly projects, that they also incorporate and are accountable for walkability, green space, and sustainability. Like, what do we own? What do they own in terms of this?
Is that not in Doug's plan that he's writing them? Isn't that part of the?
I think it's part of the planning board's process, is it not?
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I'm just trying to, I guess it wouldn't be us, it would be planning board who would have to do that.
Yeah,
As
it's
long-
definitely zoning when you start talking
Yeah.
about, and that's planning board in town meeting.
Well, green space is sustainability.
Yeah, so when they talk through plans, site plans and stuff like that, they talk about all this stuff.
Okay. So we don't need it?
I don't think
I don't
so.
think so.
We good?
Yeah.
All right. Last one. Ready? Okay. Establish a quarterly public report or dashboard showing development updates, comma, job creation, comma, and business growth metrics. And it's okay if there's no change.
Can I read that back? Establish a quarterly report or dashboard.
Public report.
A public report?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yep, the community should know everything that's going
Establish a
on.
public report or dashboard showing development updates,
Yeah.
job creation, and business growth metrics.
And part of the reason why I want it to be a public report is to cut down on the number of rumors about what's going where and what's happening. Like, this is to build trust in town government and transparency. And there was much rejoicing. Anybody have anything they want to say about this?
Can we add, not just housing organizations, but we're not talking about any like, we're talking about relationship building, we should be like,
I mean,
Okay.
if you're looking for something, when the town planner receives a site plan application,
Yeah,
you want something on the website showing, you're trying to avoid rapid breeze of people.
Yes.
About a project.
exactly. I mean, I was going to get into details, but,
I mean, it's easy enough to have something on the website showing
yeah.
site plans and what the status is, if they're under review or.
Mhm. Yeah. Just so that, it's coming directly from the town.
I think we can work with that.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not trying to constantly be editing everything, so I
No,
apologize,
please.
but I like it. I don't know if it belongs there.
Oh, I was
Okay.
gonna say communications.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I thought.
Public
What?
It goes under public communications.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Well, I knew there was going to be some overlap,
Yeah.
This
but,
is- we could
but this
leave
is,
it and move it once we get there, or whatever you want to do.
but can it be specific to economic development?
I think it should be to everything.
There's all kinds of stuff in the communications tab that is about all kinds of stuff.
No, I'm
It's
saying
it's
for,
almost like a catch-all.
for the dashboard on this is specific to economic development.
Yeah.
So,
But under the communications. tab?
absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
I mean, I mean, objective
Does it
one.
really matter in the end which goal it falls under? I remember you said earlier, sometimes it can get lost in the weeds if it's in a
Yeah.
larger goal, but at the
Yeah.
end of the day,
Well,
at the end
and,
of the day, we're responsible for everything.
yeah, and the truth is that everything that we listed here is all under economic development. And I do worry that it could get lost,
Okay,
you know?
so would you like
But
it
I'm
moved?
okay, as long as it's done and it's specific to economic development, right? Then we're good to go.
Okay. Are we all good with just leaving it under economic development? I think it's just an administrative thing. I don't think it matters that much, honestly.
If you're all fine with it.
What do folks think?
It's fine.
Let's just leave it for now and press forward.
We can always
Yes,
change it.
we're not voting on these tonight.
All right,
Let's press
so
forward.
can I then wrap this up by saying that for the past several years, economic development has been carried by very dedicated volunteers, including Jen. And it has had some successes, but I think that what is truly needed is, in order for economic development to succeed, this needs to be managed by and filtered through our top leader, and that's Steve, and filtered through all of the departments. So it no longer is the responsibility and burden, quite frankly, of town volunteers, residents who have put their heart and soul into this. And instead, that they see that the leadership of the town and all the departments actively are supporting this effort so that the volunteers see momentum. Because economic development is all of our responsibilities. It's the select board, it's the town government, it's certainly gratefully with the support of volunteers, and we all need to work together. So that's why we thought this was a priority. Does that make sense, Steve?
Are we done with economic? I thought there was other stuff too.
Well, there's stuff from the old goals and objectives that we haven't talked about yet. So we have to decide if we're nixing them or putting them under one of the objectives.
Well, do we agree with the statement I just said?
Yeah, but do we have to agree with what you said?
Well,
Does it
I
matter?
would
I
like to
agree
know.
with you completely
I
wholeheartedly.
would like to know if the
Yes.
select board agrees with that
Yes.
assessment.
I do.
John, does that make sense to you?
Sure, and all I would add is that I think we've been hearing this from the town. The whole time that we were having the conversation about the override, they kept saying, where's the revenue?
Right.
So I think that this is an initial
Timely,
step to try
yeah.
to say, we have some goals, we have some objectives and action plans.
And Jen, do you agree?
Oh. Yes.
Okay, Steve, and you do as well. All right. We have a goal.
We still have a few objectives we have to.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so there's quite a few, so I think we just have to quickly kind of get through them. So did we already talk about identifying additional spaces in town to attract economic opportunity?
Yes,
Okay, where was that? Remind me.
that's where is it? Oh, develop and maintain and under business
Oh,
traction.
the inventory.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of action item number 14 under old goal number, whatever, I don't even know anymore. Okay. Build relationships and partnership development with local, regional, and state, federal. Oh, wait a
You're reading
minute.
the
Sorry,
wrong
guys, hang on.
I was like, hey, that's a good one.
I got rid of the wrong, okay, complete the Main Street, North Main Street design. As well as complete streets and the Tree USA, all that stuff is kind of combined together. I feel like it's important to keep those as separate from the more generalized actions above it. Do you agree?
I've said I'm agreeing with what the group thinks.
Or should we put that under the infrastructure stuff? Those ones.
We can, but there's Lisa has a possible intent of eliminating goal number 6. Oh, wait, infrastructure where? Are you talking
Wait a
about goal
minute.
number 6?
Are you talking
Yeah.
about number 7, complete the Main Street, North Main Street design?
Yeah,
That should go under business attraction.
should be oh, wait, we've added so many, this isn't right.
That should go under business attraction because that's all about like redesigning.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
parking
think it
lots and
could.
stuff.
Does
right?
the
Am I
Tree
wrong
City
about that?
USA
It's
also-
widening it? Or is that just redoing Main Street? I can't even remember.
The current design has a multi-use trail, on-street parking along.
Yeah, so
Main
that's
Street.
business attraction, I would
Okay.
say.
Okay, what about complete streets community?
I don't even know
I
what
don't know
that
what
is.
That's the subdivision stuff, right, Steve?
No, that's adopting guidelines for street design, which would include, pedestrian-friendly amenities,
Okay.
walking paths, those kinds of
Oh,
things.
so it
So
was,
that would
That's,
also-
that's on your agenda for the 18th.
okay.
So can we even have that as a goal then, or?
Well, is
If
it a
you wanna
goal
pass
or an
it, you probably
action?
should.
Yeah,
Then we can say we did something.
that would be an action, though, not an,
Yes, an
Yeah.
action.
That's an action item.
It already is an action.
All
Okay.
those are action items.
So complete streets community, I mean, is that infrastructure, goal number 6?
No, it's business
It's
attraction.
business. Yeah.
Okay, and then Tree City USA?
Same, that's business. That's protection of our street trees and landscapes.
Okay, so we're gonna put that all
Beautification of
under
roadsides, that's all
attraction.
business attraction.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
like we didn't even put wayfinding on here and we're knee deep in a wayfinding project, not
Yeah.
a brand
but
new
I
project.
actually thought, like,
That should be
isn't
under attraction.
isn't it implement?
You can just say
Okay.
But
complete,
it's still,
Okay,
you can just say complete, right? Just complete wayfinding project as an action item.
yeah, I mean, that is only for the downtown area. We didn't even talk about the rest of town.
I think we need to complete one before we move on. to
Yeah,
others.
facts, yeah.
So complete.
So maybe it's
Okay, so the
continue.
next, you ready for me to move on?
do you have that did you update yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, quick.
All right, okay, so now all of this is the master plan stuff. So complete the updating of it, implement the web page and in the matrix. So, as well as quarterly progress on all of that. Is that something we want to keep as action items?
We're in the middle of it, of all of these things, yeah.
Okay, but,
Where does it belong?
Yeah.
or do we
I mean, it's
create
part
another
of-
objective?
Planning, which,
Planning technically falls under this goal.
So original objective number 5 was about long-term planning, conservation and environmental stewardship.
And I did not include that.
Okay, so maybe those should be put under a 5th objection, I'm sorry, a 5th objection
Objective.
that we'll go through now, if everybody's okay with that.
yes, I think we should leave that,
Okay, so hang on a sec.
because some of it's already done.
And it probably feels good for Steve to be able to write somewhere complete, and take it off and put it on the old tab, right, Steve?
Well, we should list the things that we're already working on. So
Yeah,
we're
Okay.
clear that we're going to continue working on them.
right. Right, because these are the fiscal 26 goals and we already among
But I don't
them.
think we need to do, if it's continuing, that's not a goal. It's just,
Yeah, but we've gotta keep an eye on it,
Yeah.
like, we've gotta watch it till its
To
completion.
put it in the parking
All right, so complete updating of the master plan, continue to make updates on a regular basis as needed.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Develop and maintain an interactive web page for the master plan. Develop and maintain a master plan implementation matrix to guide long-term goals. Provide quarterly progress reports on the master plan implementation to the select board.
So I don't know that we need quarterly, actually, because the updates take forever. They take like a full year.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay, actually, I'd like to get rid of that action altogether because
Yeah.
21
rid of
is
it.
completing, okay, making updates on a regular basis.
Yeah.
All right, finalize the stormwater utility credit program, including provisions for agricultural users.
We have stormwater utility. Oh, a credit program. That's different.
See, why is this under economic development?
It's about conservation and stewardship.
It's the, yeah.
Yeah, this why.
So this is like, if you're an ag business and you get hit with a big stormwater bill, that there was looking for some sort of a, right? Am I misremembering what this was about?
Well, yeah.
It's about your business retention and support.
Oh, okay. Well, I like that then.
The problem I have with this is that, this, most agricultural facilities are exempt from our stormwater bylaws, so
Yeah, so then,
I don't know why we would even need a credit
who
program.
put this on here?
Yeah, where did it come
Where
from?
did it come from? Should we just
We
take it
blame it on
off?
AI.
Are we
I
doing this?
I
feel
honestly,
like-
No, this is from original goals and
Oh,
objectives.
no, I understand. I'm asking like who put it on there originally? I don't
I don't know.
remember. I think it was maybe after the blowback, after the
I think
stormwater
so,
program
yeah.
came out, but I think you've alleviated anybody's who had a
But
real burden.
can I just-
Yeah, we haven't heard anything.
can I
in
say
years.
something about this? And again, I'm gonna just say I'm naive.
That's fine.
The reason why I did not include any of this was because just under the environmental stewardship is because I feel like these are all things that the conservation department would be doing. And
Mhm.
I did not see this as under economic development.
Here's where I would.
And please help me understand this. 'Cause
Yeah. So one of the economic development, so right, like if you think about our economic development strategy as a
Yeah.
whole.
Yeah.
One of them is outdoor recreation.
Yes,
And so maintaining our trails and marketing our trails
Yeah,
and
okay.
all of that
Yeah.
is a component piece of it. That said,
but I'm not seeing that under here. I'm totally agree with you on
so like
marketing.
number 13, I could see like that makes sense because we have trail systems that need to be
Okay.
maintained.
All right,
The Foley Field, was this completed? The Foley Field?
No, that could be 2 years out, but that's up to the Kestrel Trust.
Well, I was gonna ask if we could remove that one because it's pending and ball's not in our court anyway, right?
I mean, these might just be goals and objectives for the Conservation Commission.
that's what I was thinking. The only one I thought might be under economic development is actually 15. Develop a policy for trash removal
Which is
following
crazy
community
because
events.
if you look at any place where we have community events, the trash removal is impeccable. Like I've never come the day after
Well,
an event.
But
That's
do we
been
have a
addressed.
policy for that?
Yeah,
I mean, nothing, it's not a written policy, but any town-sponsored events, the DPW picks up the trash.
right.
So private events, they're on their own. We're not gonna pick up the trash for a private event.
Right,
But a public event that's publicly
So,
sponsored by
like
the town, we address it. That was just a directive from
the
my office.
holiday light party,
We pick up the trash the next day, yeah.
okay.
All right, so let's go through and clear out some of
Yeah.
these. So we can get rid of stormwater utility credit program.
Yeah, I think so. The DEP is always going to be updating their regulations. We don't need number 11. Number
Okay.
12,
Yep,
you know, that's,
Kestrel Trust, let's get rid of that because we know that's gonna happen. Let me skip subcommittees for just a minute and get rid of the trash policy.
Mhm.
Okay, so the only two left under this particular objective are the subcommittees for trails, land management, and habitat management, and then the MVP 2 program.
Well, NVP2 program is developing a housing trust. That's the current one. I can't speak to potential projects until the whole committee meets.
What is a housing trust?
A housing trust can be, well, the early stages of our housing trust will focus on things that, like windows that,
Okay,
yeah, and windows is
so
the
it's
only
gonna
one I
be a
can think
bank
of.
of money for people who need it for certain things
Well,
around their.
Well, yeah, but ultimately, what I'm hoping for is that we have enough money that if someone falls ill and cannot make a mortgage payment, that could be taken care of for 1 month, or someone dies and they need help, that the surviving partner needs help with heating. So it can be a number of things. Starting out, it's going to be environmentally focused. That's why I'm trying to think of other things besides windows. And I just can't think of anything, but I can give you a list. It's more, it has to be focused on the environment right now, because that's what the funding is focused on.
Okay, so this action item asks for support of continued implementation. But does our town manager have any role in this, or is it the MVP2 program
Well, the
itself?
town manager has a role in everything, but it is.
But this is more of a committee, not
Yes,
employees.
it is. Yeah, and the next step for this committee is to create a bylaw that would then go to town meeting regarding the housing trust. That's the next
Okay.
step.
So does it belong on goal 1?
No, I don't
Does
think
it
so.
belong under communication, or?
It could.
Does it belong on the goals and objectives?
Well, we do need communications around the housing trust, that's true. But I'm wondering, let me see other heads.
Seems like it would fall under number 2, public safety and health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's a good one. Thank you, Steve.
If you're gonna put
I will
in-
move it.
But do we need it in here? I guess, do we have to track it?
Yes.
Okay, so then the last one of that objective is establish subcommittees focused on trails, land management, and habitat management.
Yeah.
So that stays under objective 5, right? Everybody in agreement?
Can that go back to conservation commission?
Numbers are all different now, so.
Objective 5.
Establish subcommittees.
I could see that staying under economic development. Jen, do you agree with that, or?
I thought you did agree with that because that's,
Oh, I don't disagree with it. I just don't know.
What's 5?
strengthen long-term planning, conservation, and environmental stewardship.
Yeah, then leave it. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe 5. What do other people think?
Goal 5?
No.
Oh,
Objective 5?
yeah, it's already
It's
under
there.
objective number 5.
Oh.
I think it should stay there.
Yeah.
It works.
Right. And then this is the last one, 3 more actions and we're done with this goal. Objective number 6 is ensure effective oversight of residential subdivisions to support community safety, compliance, and long-term infrastructure integrity. So it's just closing out old order of subdivisions, finalizing the updates to the subdivision rules, remember that Doug brought into us the last 2 meetings ago, and then complete the acceptance of unapproved subdivisions. That would not go under public safety instead, would it?
It's all public, it's all planning stuff.
Initially, if you recall, this goal 1 was economic development and planning. So I feel like it
Oh,
should
yeah,
stay
land
here.
use.
Okay,
Okay.
well, are you okay with that?
Did we finalize the updates to the subdivision rules? Yes.
I don't know if the planning board has voted on them yet, but they did present it to the select board a few meetings ago.
Right.
Do we want to remove it, or do you
Well,
want to see it till it's in?
I'll
See it
follow up
through?
with Doug and
Okay.
find out.
Okay.
Do you want to see it through and have that be
Well,
checked off?
the next time we sit down and talk goals and objectives, I'll have an answer for you.
Oh, okay,
Leave it.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, leave it on for tonight.
all right,
And I'll find out if they voted on it.
okay.
Okay. So moving on to goal number 2.
Well, did Jen have anything you wanted to add still to
Oh, I'm
this?
sorry, Jen.
No, it's fine. We're gonna have a chance to revisit this stuff, right? So just,
Well, we only have a half an hour left. Do you want to just get
No, no,
goal
no.
number 1
no,
done?
no, no,
This is the big
sorry,
hairy
I just,
goal, right?
look, like,
Yeah,
You're gonna vote on the final document at some point.
Yeah.
So, yes,
just like, let's move on.
we can circulate the draft. I can check to make sure some of this stuff didn't fall through the cracks. It was already done.
Excellent.
and then-
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
May I, just because we have so little time before we move on to the next one, I wanted to ask, is it possible, I don't know if we can, but is it possible for any other goals that have already been created to be added to this document for when we meet again tomorrow, so that we have an updated and accurate? Because I feel like a lot of the time that we've taken has been typing out, which thank you, Nicole, you've been amazing, but typing out your goals, Lisa, if they're already in here, then maybe we could review them. It's just a thought.
What is it
So instead of the dictation of here's
Okay.
my objective, here are my action items.
Yeah.
Would it be possible for us to put them in here? But I don't know. But then Nicole's doing it. I don't think you have time for that.
no,
I don't have time tomorrow.
and honestly, we have to talk about all of this publicly.
Yeah. We just don't have an accurate document. Could you print out what you have? Because for me, it's very difficult to just
Yeah.
listen to what you have to say.
Um,
I like to read things.
well, Nicole's the only one that has this. I can print out what I had, but we did make some changes to it.
Right. What we haven't discussed yet. I mean.
Oh, we've discussed everything on.
Oh, you've
goal
only
one.
got just for
Oh,
economic.
you're done?
You're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Completely?
Oh.
You have nothing to say about public safety?
Oh, no, I'm just saying
Oh,
on
okay.
goal 1.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm talking
Goal
about
1.
the next.
I think that the
4 or
remaining
5
goals are
goals.
gonna be fairly light.
Yeah.
And I think.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's see how far we get.
Okay, I have a hard stop at 8.
Yep.
If you all need to keep going, I'll just leave.
Okay.
Goal 2.
All right, goal number 2. So let's
I have a
repeat.
question. Sorry. If she has a hard stop at 8 and we want to continue, Whitney, do you have anything that you want to, any goal that you want to speak to?
No.
Okay.
On public
I just-
safety, nothing?
There's nothing that I'm like, I have to talk about
Okay.
this.
All right.
I
Okay.
get the most value out of the conversation, but
Okay.
I just need to get back to my family
All
tonight
right.
because I'm gone with
I
them.
don't have a hard stop at 8, but I would like something, I have a dog at home that I need to let out of the cage.
Yeah.
What?
At some point.
Yeah,
All right.
I have a sick husband at home
All
watching the
right,
kids.
so I'm gonna read the objectives first, so we can get that full circle. So objective number 1 is strengthen emergency preparedness and response plans across departments. Objective 2 is maintain compliance and exceed standards in safety training and operations. Number 3 is expand staffing and enhance facilities for public safety departments. And then number 4 is protect the well-being and quality of life of residents by maintaining standards for health, safety, and sanitation. All right. Is there an objective that is just glaring that maybe needs to be added here?
You sound good.
No, I think that's right.
Okay. All right. So first one is we're back to that hazard mitigation plan.
Mhm.
That's ongoing.
Yeah. So I feel like we
We
need
just
to leave it.
say,
Yeah, okay.
Same with number 2, it's on.
Okay. I would like to add something to number 2 though.
Wait a minute, it's ongoing, both 1 and 2. So how is that any different? Like, if it's an ongoing activity, is it an action?
There's an end point to it, once.
There is an endpoint?
There will be an end point, once the plans are completed and approved, and it'll be
Okay.
completed. Yeah,
So it's finalized then?
it's not finalized yet. It's still in the process of being updated.
Can it be finalized by the end of the year?
Likely.
Okay, so can we put finalized?
Oh, you just wanna change the word.
It says finalized on there.
It says finalized, yeah.
Remember, this is under the objective 1.
Steve, are you able to move your mouse and get back those 4 arrows off there? Thank you.
Sorry.
I don't what, I'm confused as are you looking at 1 or 2, Lisa, or both?
Objective 1, action 1.
Okay.
So you have finalized the hazard mitigation plan. So that would be an action item that Steve is saying he will likely be able to complete by the end of the year. So I'm saying, okay, well then leave it as finalized.
Oh, okay, so we're all set?
Well, I don't know. Are you okay with that? Okay.
Leave it on there.
Update the town's emergency preparedness and continuity of operations plan. Is that still being worked on?
I think it's part of number 1, so I will verify that with the chief.
Okay.
But yes, it's still,
One thing that I did want to mention on this is, although I don't want to keep these actions on here indefinitely, I do feel like those are really important that we're looking at them annually.
Well, do we update them first and then maybe next year annual?
Maybe the
Yeah, well,
action
that's what I'm saying,
item
'cause
is to annually review these things.
Yeah,
I think we
it
have to
can
re-
be, but
Once we have the chief in front of us presenting the plan, we can just say, what's your plan to?
Yeah,
I just hate to have it linger on here forever.
Yeah.
I'd like to get it off, but I also want to make sure it's going to get looked at regularly to make sure it's still up to date.
generally, the review is written right into the plan, the frequency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So number 3 and number 4 about the library and the active shooter,
And those are
and
done.
they're both done. Okay, great. Mark those. I do have a question on that. Are all departments done on that now?
Oh, I'd have to check with the police chief, I can do that.
So let me just mark these orange. Okay,
Why don't we just say all departments?
well, no, we're getting rid of it.
Okay.
Okay, update the Board of Health Emergency Dispensing Site Plan in partnership with schools, fire, and faith institutions.
I believe that's done too.
Okay. Okay, so on number 6, the maintain the post certification, I'd like to remove that because again, it's part of our police chief's job to maintain that. It's the law, but what I'm wondering is it something that could easily be maybe put into the language of like a future contract renewal?
I believe it's in the chief's contract
Okay,
already.
perfect. So I don't really see a point of having it on here, do you?
no,
Make it red. Okay. Now, the sustain MPAC accreditation status, this one I know, so I know this is not a requirement of his position, but I'm wondering, can we remove this action item and have that in his contract?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
But I feel like until then, we have to leave it on here.
Probably.
All right. Okay. Explore partnership opportunities with UMass for an auxiliary firefighter program. So for me, I want to have this one removed, and I instead would like the fire chief to focus on increased engagement and inclusion of call firefighters by providing incentive for them to become paramedic or EMS certified. Do you know where I'm going with that?
I do, and I think we already wrote that into the firefighters contract. There's already some incentives in there for that.
Call firefighters?
Yeah, we wrote into the firefighters contract some language to allow all firefighters to fill in on shifts if they have the proper certifications.
Are we incentivizing them to do so though? Because I feel like that's kind of the ongoing issue is our call firefighters aren't responding because they're not EMS or paramedic certified. So a lot of them are just coming and basically manning the station.
Yeah, go ahead and write it in.
Okay.
I think that's great.
Maybe a grant out there or something for that, I'm guessing, too, also.
Yeah.
So they're really good grant thing for call volunteers. Scott Chapman be good on that one.
Yeah, I think we need to talk to the chief a little bit about that, but write it in so we have a placeholder.
Okay,
Yeah, definitely.
thanks.
Let me just take it out real quick. Call firefighters. Provide incentive for them to become paramedic EMS certified. Okay. Okay, so next one is review the feasibility of regionalizing the animal control services with neighboring communities. Did we ever
Love
do
that.
that?
Just making sure that's your whole.
Okay.
Where are you there?
Number 9, review feasibility of regionalizing animal control services with neighboring communities.
We started on that last budget cycle.
Okay.
So you can leave it on there, yes.
Okay. Number 10, improve fire department record management system by digitizing records.
That's-
What's that?
That's done.
Okay, but I'm kind of hopeful that that's something that we should be doing across all departments is digitization.
That could be under technology.
Yeah.
Well, I'm also hearing a ka-ching that goes with that.
We might already have tools.
Oh, really?
We
Built
have a
into the new
license.
We
system?
might already have. I don't know what. Oh, maybe we're not record management systems.
We can revisit
but-
that in our communications, but it's complete so we can cross
Okay,
press. Trying to help
so
you
we
out
already,
today.
so just to understand that we already have the technology to digitize?
For the fire department record, I think, yeah.
No, I mean for what Nicole just said, across all departments?
We're gonna move that, we can talk about that under communication.
Okay, well, the other thing is, that's a lot of manpower too.
Well, I don't think we would go backwards, we would go forwards. You know, we
Okay,
would-
all right.
Yeah, we're not gonna go down in the basement and start scanning unless.
I know,
No.
I totally
Yeah.
agree. It's more, it's like, that takes a lot of time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there's record retention laws in
Yeah.
place. So we routinely go through the basement and things that are outdated and allowable, we can get permission to throw away.
Yes,
Going forward, we can start digitalizing more, and then as time goes on, the basement storage becomes less and less. You know, that's how that kind of works. So
okay.
definitely a good goal to have, because it's a long-term thing, and, you know, we can certainly put some emphasis on that, but our.
Can you make a
Yeah,
comment? Can you
I'm
write
gonna
that under
say that under
communications?
communication,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Okay, that's great.
All
I
right,
don't know if communications can also look at processes to make it quicker, more efficient and effective, how it's done. I guess I'm really stuck on how much time it will take to do that.
Let's revisit that under communication, let's finish with
Okay,
public safety.
yes.
Good thoughts. I love where you're going.
Number 11, continue inspections of commercial and industrial properties according to DLS guidelines. I'd like to remove this because I feel like it's already a foundational requirement of whomever is doing the job.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm gonna remove that. Okay, again, remove this one. Conduct all high-risk food establishment inspections 3
Yeah.
times per year. Already done, right? That's already part of their regular job.
Yeah, this is Board of Health stuff. yeah.
Mhm.
All right, next one is increase substance use prevention awareness and harm reduction initiatives in the community. So I also wanted to remove this one simply because I feel like between BOAT and Board of Health, the services, I think it's doing great.
and the opioid resettlement
yep,
funds,
yep.
yeah, I agree.
I think it's moving on its own now.
Mhm.
Okay. Install new sanitary sewers, disposal, so all this Sports Haven stuff, I just want to leave it just as is.
I think you could combine 14, 15, and 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do too,
Okay.
Agreed.
But those 3 and 17 are separate.
but the 17 one,
Isn't that done?
No,
Oh,
the town's still the receiver.
got it.
yeah, so I think that one needs to stay on.
Which one?
The last, implement
17.
Sports Haven Homeowners Association assumption of control.
Okay, so I'll combine 14, 15, 16, and then 17 will stay separate, and then 18 will become MVP 2 program.
Mm,
And then I had,
nice.
I had 2 more that I want to add. The first one is provide a cost benefit analysis of Quabbin Health District versus employing direct employees.
What?
Provide a cost benefit analysis of Quabbin Health District versus employing direct employees. Does that make sense?
I don't think I know what they do.
Yeah.
Quabbin Health District.
They're our Board of Health. Well, the Board of Health is an elected
We're
group.
So
sharing.
it's like
Right.
Andrea Crete.
We
We're
belong to a
shared.
regional health district, so we don't actually employ a health inspector or Title V inspector, public health nurse.
Yeah, we contract them.
Well,
We
it's
shared
a regional,
services.
regionalized service.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I still don't think I understand the
She
goal.
wants to look at, see if it still makes
I want
sense.
to, I want to look at the feasibility of just no longer utilizing their services.
Oh, I see.
Well, I mean, what I like is it's not one or the other, it's looking at the cost benefit.
Yes, yes, yes.
Quabbin District versus employing direct employees.
Because we have no control over them, right, in a sense, we have no say.
No control.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, what do you think?
We can
Do.
run a cost benefit analysis.
And then I have one more. Research feasibility of alternative protocols and resources for unnecessary and low acuity EMS calls. So
Okay,
I've been doing a lot of my own research on this. And again, this is a cost benefit analysis. I don't know if this makes sense for us, but I want to see the numbers. What a lot of communities are doing across the country, granted they are larger communities, but we are also an older community. They are hiring companies that basically employ triage nurses and social workers to take a lot of low acuity EMS calls and basically triage them. So it does not necessarily result in an ambulance visit to the patient's home. What I have found further to that is that a lot of these companies, for an additional cost, will take on the liability should a patient end up getting, say they end up finding them a ride share to wing because they, I don't know, sprained their wrist or something.
Right.
And they end up taking a ride share, and let's say they end up passing away in the car on the ride there. The agency takes on the liability, the financial liability of that happening. As well as social workers to go to homes or do virtual calls with people having behavioral health crises.
Oh, wow.
So,
I just want to mention that they talked about this very specific thing at the Western Mass Rural
Oh,
Conference.
nice.
Yeah, they had like a representative there talking about this topic, and I don't know that it was recorded. It's the one that you missed that
Yeah.
time. That was in Holyoke.
Oh,
I don't remember the details of it, but MMA put it on. If I can dig it out, I'll try to.
Okay.
That's right.
get you some
That's
info
right.
on it.
You know, a lot of the communities that are doing this are larger. They're cities that are doing this, but I feel like we're unique in how many older folks that we have in town that we could benefit from it. If it means not going to this call so that we can go to this call because, you know, we're constantly having an issue where the firehouse is not staffed.
Right.
It's ongoing throughout the day, multiple times a day. I just want to see that cost benefit analysis to see if this is something that would be helpful for us.
Yeah, I don't want to get in the weeds on this one because it just sounds like there's a lot to it. But if you want me to have the chief take a look at it, I will certainly do that.
Thank you.
I'll try to dig up, as they definitely talked about this same one too.
Well, I just wanted, my only 2 cents is that, I mean, the aging issue is happening across America. So I don't think Belchertown's unique, but I like the idea.
Yeah, let me rephrase that. I feel like Belchertown is unique in the percentage of people over the age of 50 that we have in our community that others don't. And we've looked at that before, where Belchertown is definitely an older community than other communities directly around us. I'm just saying that's why I think we might be unique in terms of the only other
The
people doing
usage.
this are municipalities. Like, I know we're not a huge like a huge city.
Well,
I
I think
said
a
it, but-
cost benefit analysis doesn't tie us to anything. It gives us the information we need.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay.
If it's something we should take a look at, I mean,
All right.
Does
it may be
anybody-
ruled out right
Right.
in the beginning, but
Yeah.
let's at least look at it. Maybe not, maybe we'll
Maybe it could be
follow it
helpful.
or, who knows.
And my brain will go to rest. Even if he's able to do that, my brain will go to rest. Because I think about this all the time. Does anybody have anything else to add or change in this goal?
I have one about, I don't know how to, where it should go though, I think it, AED community, like, so there's AEDs around the community. I don't know if that's something we can have with public
What's an
safety.
AD?
AED is like, someone has a heart attack,
Oh.
so there's none of the fields, so if you go to like the soccer field, I granted the police station's right there, but kids are playing sports, there's none of, I think there's one at the pickleball court finally, but
Yeah.
it's not visual, so we have to.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying, like, there's,
Actually, that's another one for communications as
oh
well.
yeah, I'm not sure what the AED part.
Well, I'm not talking just,
Yeah, we should have them at the soccer field, at
Yeah.
volley field.
but I'm
with
also
Yeah.
thinking for communications piece of it, not just we have it, but also signage that people know where
Or
it
even
is.
public, maybe even public first or public classes somehow, I don't know how to let the public know and how to use an AED.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Offer at the senior center, I don't know where, that should be all public health somewhere. Fire department can have a class somewhere. I'm not sure the legal legality on that, but we can ask the fire chief.
you think there's grant money for that?
Probably.
I think there is for AED community, there is a thing called like tree community, but there's AED community, I don't know the whole details about that, but I heard that word thrown out.
I think CPR classes typically
Yeah,
cover
yeah.
usage, but the only CPR class I've seen in town was through the library. So that would be nice if we had more offerings.
Should be free of charge.
Yeah, exactly.
The more people certified, the better the safety
Yeah.
community is gonna be.
I'm due to renew mine. It's been a while.
Steve, you look quizzical.
Well, when we talk about free of charge, if our fire department sponsors a certified Red Cross first aid CPR, the fee that they charge is not for the fire department, it's for the materials that they get from the American Red Cross. Because I've asked this question when we do training in-house for employees, we're charged, and it's for the materials, certification, the certification card that you get. So offering it free would mean it would be a budgetary item, we'd have to pay for that. So, I don't think they tack anything over and above that.
That's what
So,
I mean, so.
yeah.
That's good. Good. I mean, do we agree with that? Yeah.
We are an older community, so if you bring up that 50-year-old, I mean, it's more relevant nowadays.
It's great.
So is that going under what is that going under, communications?
Public safety. The communications
Okay.
piece of it.
Is where
But,
the AEDs are
yeah.
located. We should send that out in general.
Okay,
I mean, this is
So-
another one where it's both. It goes under communications, but it also goes under public safety.
okay, so can you actually read me what you would like the action to say?
Establish more AED locations, would that be, or become an AED community?
Well, is it, pinpoint the area, like
Pinpoint
What?
AED,
Identify.
identify.
yeah, help me with words.
Identify
It's getting late now.
appropriate locations for placement of, what does AD stand for, John?
Leverage AED, there's a leverage word there.
What's AD stand for?
Automated electronic defibrillator.
Defibrillator, yeah. I was like, what's the D word? Defibrillator.
Automated AED, okay,
AED, yeah.
electronic defibrillator.
It's fine.
Okay,
I mean, we should know how many ways in town. like-
so is that all we're doing, is identifying locations right
No,
now?
I didn't, well, finding, funding,
Finding grant resources.
yeah,
Find
funding, grant money,
funding resources.
and installing.
It's like a little box, you
Yeah.
you concrete the ground, you
Yeah.
have to break the glass.
No, it's smart.
I mean,
Okay.
it's the
Did
other
anybody
one.
have anything else under, public safety?
No,
So, all right, so Whitney, I don't know where you're at, but.
it's
goal
8
number-
o'clock.
yeah.
It's 8:02.
Okay,
We
now
have 4
it's
more.
8:02. Now we have, and we still have that
Covered
6
the
one.
workshop work.
All right,
Yeah, I mean, the good news is if the others go kind of like public safety did, then we'll be able to get it done in about 45 minutes.
I
to an
think so.
hour.
And then we vote on it and we're done.
I
Steve,
think we should marinate on it and vote on it tomorrow,
oh yeah,
if we
we're not,
finish it.
yeah, we're not doing that tonight.
Are you guys gonna keep going tonight,
I
or
would-
are you gonna,
Well, no, Steve has a hard stop,
yeah?
right?
Well, within reason, yeah, I don't want to be here too late tonight.
And
Can we get through goal number 3 and then call it a day?
Only if it won't take us
It's
more
got
than
11 action items.
11 action items.
It's got
We
3
should go really fast.
I can stay for, do you think we
Okay,
can do it in 30 minutes?
all
Oh,
right,
I
last
promise
time.
I would do bedtime, because my husband's bedtime saint.
okay,
All right, start. Go.
start, are we
Okay.
doing communications?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so, so the name of the goal is improve communication and technology. Here are the objectives. Develop and implement a comprehensive public communication strategy. Strengthen cybersecurity and technology infrastructure. Expand and enhance public recreation opportunities for all residents. That is very odd to me
That's
that
under
that's there.
public communications?
Well, because of the community piece of it. But where else are you gonna put it?
That is a great question. Can we go through the actions and see what we want to do with this whole
Yeah,
mess?
So you wanna start with we'll start with the public communication strategy. So finalize and adopt a townwide communications plan in collaboration with the communications committee and select board.
okay, that's always gonna be ongoing, right?
Mm-hmm,
Because communications is fluid.
mm-hmm.
They haven't adopted the first,
Oh, we have not,
it's still,
oh,
at least as far as I know. I read the draft a few weeks ago and I haven't heard any follow-up on it.
isn't it always gonna be like a living,
All
As
these documents are-
communications.
Yeah.
All right. So you think we should finalize and adopt it? You want to do that? Well, okay.
To be consistent with all the other finalizings, I think.
All
we
right,
should.
can we review yearly?
If it's in the plan, sure, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that should be a part of the plan.
Is Ed still on this call? Maybe he heard us.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, complete and distribute brochures for
Yes.
conservation lands.
Yes,
Is
No.
this grant funded?
it's not anything funded. It's not happening. It needs to happen. We have now an ag brochure, but we don't have one.
okay, but can we
Similar.
say, but any material you create needs to be, there needs to be an e-distribution as well as print distribution?
Yeah.
Okay,
Does it, what? I'm confused. It just says distribute brochures for conservation.
Yeah, well, that's just what the original document said.
The ag brochure is online and it's a print copy.
okay. Are we looking at this?
I am.
Yeah, so here, it just says distribute brochures. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it should be an e-brochure as well as a print.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I don't know that brochure needs to be, anyways, keep going. Yes, the answer is yes. Let's leave
Okay.
it there. Let's keep going.
All right,
All right, expand upon community policing initiatives that reach all segments of the population. I would like to remove this one because I feel like we're already doing so much. I mean, we've got National Night Out, the Summer Academy, individual courses, as well as the
This is-
Facebook
yeah.
This
page.
is a police chief.
and honestly, Kevin is all over this.
Yeah, yeah.
So I feel like you're right. That's-
Take it out.
It's gone. All right, under cybersecurity, continue to improve accessibility, transparency, and user experience of virtual meetings to ensure effective public participation and efficient town operations.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right, except for, there's also policy development, there are also, the communications committee, I believe, is, studying this and will give the town guidelines
Great.
around this. So they're doing more than just this.
Okay, so what are you saying, remove it, or?
No, it's not just virtual meetings. I think it's across the board. Aren't they giving, like, for instance, recommendation for town use of AI?
Yeah,
Steve?
should be, I had AI as a separate.
We've been working on an AI policy and
Yeah.
developing uses and
Yeah.
guidelines.
That's what I mean.
But that's a different goal.
That's different.
Or a different
I
action.
had, I had that for a
That's a
different
completely different thing.
item later
Yeah,
on.
that should be a different action item.
Oh,
That's what I
well,
have for later.
where is it? Is it here?
No, we can add it.
I was gonna add
okay.
it later.
Okay, all right.
You're
gonna be
still
quiet.
under.
Let's just make sure it's there somewhere.
You stole his thunder, he said.
I'm sorry.
All right,
Great
so are we
minds
good
think
with
alike.
leaving this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Complete installation of the redundant loop. Is that good? Is that done?
Complete.
Yes.
Goodbye.
All right,
So
so
now under that, you could add establish
Yeah.
AI policy,
Yes.
AI guidelines for use in government or in the town.
all right, you gotta say that again. So for what, John?
Establish AI usage for,
And guidelines?
and guidelines for the town to be used.
Usage protocols.
For AI in town government, town and
Town
community.
duties or whatever.
But it's community and town, it's
Yeah.
government and
We
residents.
can't control what the community and the residents do regarding AI.
No, but
No, employees.
you can give
For the
guidelines, like,
employees and everything, you have to.
Wait, I'm getting
All
from
right.
employees or residents? Who are you talking about?
We can't control what the residents do, but we can control how the employees use it in workspace and that kind
Okay,
of
is that
stuff.
what you were talking about?
no, I'm also saying that as a public service, we could educate the community about AI.
Personally, I would not touch that. I work at
Yeah.
a college and we're over a year deep into looking into policies. It's very intricate. I wouldn't touch that.
Yeah, I don't think we should touch it.
Okay.
We're just getting into this and I cannot believe how much
It's-
is involved.
It's a lot.
Well, and it evolves every second.
It's just,
So we haven't even come up with a usage policy at our college.
So establish AI
All right,
usage
okay.
protocols in town government.
okay,
Done.
I'm fine.
It is a
Okay.
nasty subject.
I know, I just worry about community members. I mean, they're using this too.
Library can handle if they have
Yeah,
questions.
if they wanna do like a workshop or something.
All right.
You know, the senior center might want to put something on.
I mean, I really feel like,
Yeah.
and the library as well, I do think there's a community service component of this.
You know, I think the senior center runs a pretty robust outreach program with its seniors on topics, you know, of fraud and those kinds of things. So,
Isn't Esther doing like some technology class?
But again, this is under communications.
Yeah, she's
AI,
communications.
Well, I'm
communication
saying,
is
yeah.
developing, trying to work the AI, but again, it's changing, like, whatever they get today.
No, I know, but I'm
tomorrow
just saying
changes,
in
so.
general, like, isn't she doing, I swear I saw that she was doing something with
The only,
seniors.
the point I'm trying to make is I do think, and maybe it's an separate action item, that there is a community component of it. We're not trying to legislate anything, but I do think there's a community awareness program or activities that could educate the community on AI. It's an important new development. And if I'm the only one, then I've said my piece and you can vote me out.
I just don't know enough about it.
That's the point. That's the exact point.
I don't think it's our job.
Yeah, but I don't think it's the town's
It's not
job
the
to
town's job
educate
to
community
educate.
members and
Because then when you
residents.
pick and choose what you educate them on, you wanna
There's
educate
so
them on
many
credit card
things.
use,
Okay,
so-
all right.
Just so everyone knows, Lonnie Anderson just passed away.
Who?
Lonnie Anderson.
Who's that?
Really? WKRP in Cincinnati?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I still have no idea.
You should know. You're old enough that you should know. These two might not.
All
All
right,
right, anyway.
okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so, objective number 3, complete the townwide recreation needs survey.
There's your AI thing, will fall under that.
Is that done, Steve, or what's the survey itself is
there was a
done?
survey that was completed. There's a follow-up survey that's ongoing now with the human services.
Okay, but
Grouping.
that's number 11, so can I get rid of number 6?
No, because what did we do with the results of the survey?
No, I think, didn't they
enroll in
combine
human
them
services.
into the human services study?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we can get rid of number
Okay.
6.
So then can we actually get rid of number 8 that says implement new recreational programs as a result of the townwide recreational needs survey?
Probably until we get the human services study report. We might want to revisit it, but until
Yeah,
we don't, at this point, we don't know what the recommendations are, so I say we're gonna implement them.
Right,
Yeah,
okay,
so
so we'll
just
just get rid of it, okay.
Yeah.
All right, locate land suitable for recreational use to replace impending loss of state school field abutting 202. Is that E EDIC?
Mm-hmm, yes, that's the answer. We're gonna lose those fields in the future.
We should probably put that under,
So there is,
economic development.
so didn't you have something about finding? Oh, I had it. So I actually wanted to change that action about identifying additional space in town for sports, because not only once we lose that field, once it's sold, we still need additional fields
Yeah.
on top of that,
to
so,
like a new soccer field.
right.
Would that be the economic development, or that wouldn't? Infrastructure, that'd be goal 6 then, right? That would fall under infrastructure.
Infrastructure,
Yeah,
Right,
so
wouldn't that-
actually.
yes.
Would that be under that? If we move it to?
Oh, man, we're gonna have 6 goals, all right.
We're gonna have to, we need 6 goals.
Okay.
I feel like land is something we have plenty of. We can
We have
find a soccer field.
Except
Well, we can find land, that's easy.
you have to pay for that
I know,
land, and you have to
yeah.
convert it into a field.
It's not just like, just kick the ball around. I know it takes a lot of work.
Okay, so I actually would, I mean, this, where do you want it to go?
It'll go under goal 6.
Goal number 6.
Goal number 6.
Okay. Yeah, you're not getting rid of goal 6. All right, next one is complete and implement the Chestnut Hill Recreation Space Reuse Plan between basketball court and 202.
That'll go under goal number 6.
That's done.
Look, it's done.
Unless
done.
there's something else that you want to do, parking lot's done, pickleball
Well-
courts are done, but
Okay,
I think you still got some extra space in the back there,
He keeps talking about like turning into a
more basketball
a
courts,
rink.
hockey rink,
oh, the front.
the
piece.
front, yeah.
Okay,
how about a parking lot? So all those cars aren't parking on the grass?
Oh my
so
gosh.
we just built a parking lot.
Yeah,
Well, why aren't they using it?
because
So they don't want to walk. or-
they don't want to walk.
So I guess at this point, we don't have a reuse plan for that front property. The reuse plan that was in place was by the bathrooms.
That's not big enough for a soccer field.
No, we can't use it. It's right next to 202.
Oh,
You could put a fence up.
well, I don't know, it was across the
No,
street.
that would look
It's
terrible.
not big enough for a full-size soccer field.
Okay.
It'd be small enough. But there's been talk about doing
Like a rink.
adult activities.
Yeah, rink
Shuffleboard, you know.
or like
Or
a
a hockey rink.
rink.
That's been talked.
Yeah, Kyle's all about.
Okay,
So then I would like to leave this then, if it's not, if we still have space that's
But
left.
move it to
Move
infrastructure.
it.
yeah,
6
the
goals.
goal 6.
And I think it needs to be, we don't have a plan yet, so you can't say.
Complete and implement,
So have a plan.
Develop.
If we say develop a plan.
develop a plan,
Okay.
and not a parking lot.
Well, we could turn it into a parking lot.
I wouldn't mind it
The
being a
cave
parking.
paradise.
Absolutely.
We need more recreation space.
What do you wanna call it, Steve, instead of complete, you wanna call it
We
what?
have to develop a plan.
Develop
Yeah,
a.
The previous plan.
plan. Okay,
Well, how about develop and implement?
Well, it may be development, and
Let's
then
just start.
find funding, and then wait around until we can implement, but.
Okay,
okay. All right, almost done. Repurpose the area,
Oh,
at the
that's,
site of the family center.
that's the same thing.
That was
That's-
goal
Oh,
number
it
6.
is?
Yeah.
No, I
No,
thought,
that's a separate area. The family center
Yeah.
is a separate area that has like flowers growing.
Yeah, the wildflower.
The wildflowers.
yeah, I know, it's
Yeah.
a separate area, but I'll still, but I would like to move it over to number 6, or is that
Sure.
economic? No, that's not.
It's not economic, it's moved to 6, that's what
6.
it is.
Do we have to wait for the human services study to be complete for that one?
Just, let's wait for the human services
Okay.
study.
So this is totally getting rid of objective, well, okay, no, so then you've got the human services study, complete the human services study. is the
yeah,
last one.
and
That should go under. That should go under, the next one, human resources.
Yeah, human resources.
so do we have
Um,
any under
Wait,
objective?
I
3?
wanna say something
No, I think
about
I'm good.
communication.
Yes,
Can we, I would like to, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's a goal, an objective, an action. I don't know. I want to better integrate communications manager with BCTV.
that's a great point.
Make it stop.
Me?
No, I'm just kidding.
I
No,
wanna
it's
combine the
true.
committees all together. for
That is all
communication.
your committees
I wanna combine
together.
them under one committee, but that's something we probably have to discuss.
Well, but to Jen's
One point
point,
of contact and have a subcommittee under that.
I mean, it makes perfect sense logistically, I just don't know with the PEG money that's used for BCTV and the local money that's used for communications, how that would work, but something we can look into.
I just think that they need to be working more closely because.
well, they need to interact.
Yeah.
At least one should know what the other's doing and, if
Well,
there's,
they do work together mostly, so we'd have to look at
does she go to those meetings?
this,
Does Esther?
go to communications meeting.
Yeah,
Sometimes, I've seen her there.
Yeah,
They've been in communication with her.
yeah.
I just, like a lot of the, I mean, she's been doing some cool stuff, is all I wanna point out. And then, I just wanna see it integrated with what Kate's doing.
oh, I'm gonna throw in one more then, also the communications director.
That's Kate.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying they all should be working together.
Yeah, Kate goes to all the communications committee meetings.
I'm saying Kate, Esther, and communications. Because they're all of the same world.
Oh, yeah.
Do you mean from the committee? You mean Chris Martin? Is that what she-
So is that a action item?
I don't think so.
And it
because
might-
I think
it
it's already
might-
happening.
It might already be there under number 1.
Finalize and adopt townwide communication plan.
I mean, because that could be
That's
part of
true.
the communications plan.
And I think Ed hopefully is still on the call. So,
And may I just ask, just back to objective number 2, with the continue to improve accessibility, transparency, and user experience, would that include if we have to buy new equipment, just because of how not great some of our public, would that include our public meetings with the audio troubles we've been having, or is that a separate goal?
I think that's separate.
Our public meetings were just unfortunate this year.
Well,
but everyone
actually, I have a
tried.
recommendation on public meetings. I would like to see,
Well, do we like what Whitney just said?
It wasn't coherent what Whitney said. Maybe Nicole will say it in a nicer way.
actually, I don't think, I thought it was going to, that's why I cut you off.
Oh,
But it's
yeah.
not, it's actually not related. Mine was research simplification of documents for annual town meeting.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like,
that's
I
different.
can't, like, I don't wanna see this booklet and then all just legal jargon. Like, I want something simplified
Mhm.
for
Yeah, we can do that.
town
Well,
meeting residents in one packet.
So the communications committee is looking at trying to figure out how to include more information on the warrant.
Yeah.
So just like I had sent the select board a warrant with very, very brief
Executive
Yes,
summary on
yes,
each
yes.
one.
what the article is, well, they want to publish that for the.
That's great.
To put out, combining the documents, we have to have a warrant and separate motions, we can't combine them into one. The warrant gets posted well before the motions,
Oh, all right.
prepared by council. And supporting documentation is, sometimes there's a lot of different documents, other times there's very little.
Yeah.
One of the things we've been working towards is also having QR codes, so people don't have to pick up all this paperwork. So there's been some movement on that, so I guess it can certainly be a goal, because it's already something that's in the works.
Well, it'd be an action item.
Yeah, I mean, excuse me, yeah, it's getting late.
Yep.
And
Continue
if
to
Ed's still on, he's
town
probably
meeting.
at home laughing right now, because he's the one that brought this up to me.
Yeah, improving
But, to
town
Whitney's
meeting
point,
experience.
and to yours, Steve, like we get like a little brief executive summary. There's no reason why the community can't get that as well.
Yeah.
Um,
This is the first time that was ever prepared
yeah,
in the format that it was, so
it was amazing.
Yeah.
thank you.
So do we hear an action item there? And also, I don't want to lose what your thread
I
was.
don't know exactly how to make it an action other than to improve the audio quality of large in-person meetings.
That's an action.
There you go.
Didn't we have something on the go-to, improve the go-to experience?
This
Didn't
is
I see that
different. This is
somewhere?
No.
for the people in the room.
We should have an action item to upgrade our equipment. I think that's where
I mean, whether it's town hall, the gymnasium, people can't hear us in the space.
Do we have the budget to do that?
Well, since you've asked,
Yes.
that is the one thing that has changed. In the past, it has always been a funding issue. We are fortunate now that our capital improvement plan
That's great.
designates a certain percentage of available capital spending to go towards technology. So in a previous meeting, I talked to Esther and Kevin about that, and I said, now's the time to start researching what we need and get those requests ready for our capital improvement planning committee. Because we've had consultants come out
Yeah.
and look at our rooms and tell us, for the money you're spending, things are pretty good, which is no excuse, but now we can spend some money.
I think that's great.
So we need to get the consultants.
And what you had told me, and I think Kevin had said, is it's a patchwork of systems right now.
Yeah.
And because it's a patchwork,
It's not-
it's not
They
gonna,
don't play nice.
yeah, exactly.
So
So
for what
the-
we've spent in the past on technology, we're doing very well.
Yeah.
But, we're not doing good enough.
We're not spending enough.
So let me check in with Nicole.
Okay, so the first one I have is mine, add layman's language to the ATM warrant items.
Yeah, we can clean it up later, it's late.
Okay, and then go ahead for the technology one, Tommy Whitney.
I think I said
You
improve,
did.
improve audio technology
Yes.
for large in-person meetings.
Well, large in-person meeting, do we also have virtual meetings?
Well, we already have the virtual.
Well, yeah, virtual I think
experience.
has
We'd
its
have
own.
that.
Where is it though? I
Number
can't
4.
find it.
Continue to improve accessibility, transparency, and user
Okay.
experience of
Got it.
virtual meetings.
Okay,
Yeah.
what she said.
And I realize when I say large, that might, I don't want to eliminate town hall. I think probably any in-person meeting, right?
In-person meeting.
I think meeting.
Yeah, why don't we just add in
Yeah.
person?
Because number
To
two,
In-person and
number
virtual.
4.
we have
Yeah.
to keep in mind too, that not everyone has the
Can
same
you do that?
To
hearing
number 3, yeah.
ability.
number three.
And when we make assumptions that that person in the back right there can hear us because we speak loudly, it's not inclusive.
And I'm sure, others, so there's like a whole thing about like PDFs and accessibility
Oh,
with
yeah.
documents and, the website itself being accessible.
Technically, we should be captioning all of our virtual meetings
Right.
for ADA compliance.
All of that kind of stuff.
I think we could start
So
with,
ADA compliance.
yeah, I think we could start with, what should be included in that as an action item this year. But I don't think implementing I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. But could we, with the recommendations from the communications committee and, I don't know, does Board of Health?
I
No,
don't think they
who
would
else would
touch
be
that.
involved in that?
I know, but-
HR, human resources
She
would
would
be.
probably have some awareness.
Yeah. So ADA compliance,
Yeah, there are several things we're already
Tell me
doing.
tell me what you want it to say.
Improve,
Getting punchy.
ADA compliance.
no, wait, this year would be just
Develop.
gathering data and recommendations on what our in-person and virtual gatherings should be from an ADA standpoint. Or to make us ADA compliant.
Yeah,
But, yeah,
because I was actually talking about like the website and materials
Yeah.
themselves, not so much the meetings, but
but all of
All
that.
of it.
all
yeah,
of
that's a
it.
good
I think
point.
all of it.
So I think that would be a good action item for this year, and then based on what comes out of that, what we might take on next year.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
But Kate has been working on ADA compliance with the website.
Well, that's
Wow,
great,
good for her.
Great,
Thanks, Kate.
perfect.
but it's also in person too. I mean,
Totally.
Gather data and recommendations to ensure our in-person and virtual gatherings meet ADA compliance.
that's good for now.
I think it's really nice.
Yes, I think it's good. All right.
Okay, we're done.
I got one more, hang on, wait.
Oh, no, sorry, we gotta go.
I know we have to go, but, one thing I've heard from residents is how to get a hold of different chairs or get a hold of the committee, like, for example, how do you email the finance committee?
Yeah.
We need some kind of like belchertownfinancecommittee.org so they can send an
Yes.
email to the finance committee or,
They have one.
Yeah,
but it's
I was
hard, I
gonna
don't know, if
say.
residents can't find it, I guess.
I
or how do
couldn't
we
even find it for the Belchertown Cultural Council.
It's
I had to ask
it's
Jen.
This whole list of all the committees.
There's no, it's the people, there's no email address.
There's no, like, they don't have any, there's no, like, some of them have referred to like personal emails that we shouldn't be going to the
Yeah,
volunteers
that's something
personally.
we need to.
Okay,
But
we need
this
to
should, this
make
is
the
easy
website.
fix, like Kevin could create an email address for the finance committee, I'm just doing this for example.
okay,
'cause
yeah,
Especially with this whole budget cycle, like, how can I reach the finance committee? There's
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah,
And
totally agree.
residents should be able to send their comments.
Yeah.
Like they can reach us, they can email us.
I actually thought you could do that already, but you can't?
So,
It's not
You
consistent.
can, but maybe it just needs to be more prominent on the website so people can find those email addresses.
does this need to be an action? Or can't you just
Can
check
we
with
just be
Kevin?
like, can this just be done?
Can't you just do it tomorrow?
Yeah, I can probably do it tomorrow.
All right,
I mean, list it so I don't forget, but
okay, so,
That's a good point.
so in wrapping up, can I just say, phenomenal job, we got through 3. We have 2 more, hopefully, or 3
No,
more.
3 more.
3 more, I just keep deciding that we only have
So
5.
are we gonna talk about this again tomorrow? Cause I need to know if I need to I wanna clean this up tonight, or
It's on the
tomorrow as
agenda.
well. So
Well,
I'll try to get it cleaned up.
Cleanup means just any mistakes or
No,
spelling
cleanup
errors.
means moving the red ones to
Oh,
completed
yeah.
tab and, yeah, total, all clerical, no, don't worry, I'm not touching the meat of anything.
Don't touch anything.
Thank
Um,
you so much.
Well, do we
Nicole.
need
You're
to,
welcome.
do we need to vote to let Nicole do that?
No, I don't think so, because you're gonna vote on the final document.
I
Yeah,
mean, the
All
clerk
right.
would be the one doing it anyway.
Yeah,
every
I think
hour.
it's clean enough, because you're not
All right,
asking for any other opinions, so you
Yeah.
can just send it.
okay.
And you can
Um,
vote on the final.
And is it okay if you do that, can she send out just the ones we did tonight so we can all look at it?
Yeah, why don't you send it to me and I'll forward it
All right,
to all the members.
okay, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great work, guys.
Thank you, Dan.